Hey y'all. Sorry I'm a minute late, but are you guys ready for part 7 of the madness, the pattern going back to November once again? But these are actually, there's some fun clips in here, so we'll get a little bit of Friday fun at least in this mess. But let's get going. I guess we should probably do the intro.
You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a no job, that's the primary thing. People teased you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a vanity fair, cosmetic overdose. Feeling for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine, a video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy when chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer assists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention with care. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on.
All right, y'all. We're going to hop into this today pretty fast. We're not going to screw around because it's Friday. We all got stuff better to do than rewatch some of this BS, but the pattern is important. This mission is important. People need to see for themselves what they do continually. So here we are. Cash, it's Kiki with Keke. The whole reason he got his name is because we originally thought he was a girl and his name was Luna, which is the other cat now. But all of a sudden, because he was rescued on a job site and he shouldn't have even been weaned from his mom. But he all of a sudden developed boy parts out of nowhere. And as you can tell, we're not vets around here. So all of us were like, okay, well, that's not a Luna anymore. So by that time, nobody really could come up with a name. So Kiki just stuck and he answers to it now. He's ridiculous. He's confused and so are the other cats. I have a video of Eclipse, the little black one, taking Chloe's dog bone last night and carrying it around because she thinks if the dogs have something, she needs it too. So she was packing her little dog bone around. It's hysterical. They're ridiculous. My animals and everybody in the house is just, we're all special over here, okay? Hey, go find me. Hey, Nada, Saucy. You opened up with the Kiki question, so I had to answer that. Hey, Sheila. Saucy, Cool Gamer, Carla, Angelisa, Brenda, Gina, Navy, are you feeling better? Miss Lee, Tina, Mingo, Real Angel, Sarah, Gina, Miss Gailey Girl, Nunya, Clemson Girl, Kara, mother of two boys, Marcy, Riley, Dear Krabby, Elle, Darby, Smiles, Dear Krabby, Amethyst, Real Housewives of New York. I'm saying them twice today. Orion. Hey, Susan. Oh, I got the hiccups or something. The Real Angel, I already said hi to you, but what did you say? Oh, you have a Luna Kitty too? That's pretty common name. Hey, Boston. Sadie, Amanda, Brittany, Skystone, CK Warhola. Did I forget anybody? Starry Night. Hey, okay. We're going to get into this. We're not going to screw around. I've already got it pulled up, ready to go. These are clips. I threw in a clip today that's kind of out of order, but I wanted to bring people back to kind of the earlier conversation and the conversation that we've continued to have. A lot of this stuff has been distractions that have overlaid this story. So this story being they have exploited so many cases and so many stories. The current one being not even a true crime story, which would be Marvan's story. But they have done this time and time again. Sorry, Chloe wants in. You know the dogs all have to claw on the door. So we're going to continue to talk about it, but I want to go back a minute and give you guys some context because there's a lot of people out here that hear what I say, but they don't quite understand where certain pieces fall into. So I'm going to back it up with the first clip. This video in itself is over 5 hours long. We're not going to get through it all today. In fact, I'm going to probably skip through some of it. This is taking us once again into November. This is a continuation of where we left off previously in the pattern, in the confusion, in the distractions. What I want you to pay attention to in these things specifically, of course, you're going to find different things, but I want you to pay close attention to how they layer in other people. So whether it be creators or subs to help kind of take the heat off of them when questions start being asked. That is why I want you to kind of take a step back and listen to this because they named the names. Molly and the crew have named the names. They have set all of the characters on the board. We're not going out and just picking these people. These people were in the field and they've been used as an intentional distraction. And it gets confusing because there's so many of them that it's hard to separate out who's who, where they came from originally. So let's take a step back and listen to Molly herself explain some of these people. So we're going to back it up to November. This is my screen recording of it. So you'll see like Fashion Nova stuff drop down. Ignore it. It's mine. It's a discount thing. It's probably way expired because, again, this was back in November. And then I also skipped through some of this. So this is just, here it is. Okay, let's get into it. Hey, Frustrated. All right. Hey, Phoenix. All right, let's go. This all falls under fair use. This is based off my opinion only of the content that they have put out here. Again, this is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional anything besides a professional asshole. All right. Hey, Revival. Hey, Kara. Yeah. You can listen to me. Just don't burn dinner. I listen. Uni's usually on when I'm cooking dinner. So I put Uni in my ear and I haven't burnt anything yet. It's going to happen. Safari, I'm having a wonderful day. I hope you are too. Yes, Elle. Yes, I agree with you so much. And I think that's why like Elle was brought. And oh, I don't know whose page this was on. I can't remember. I went back to find it and I cannot remember. There's so many pages. There was somebody that commented the other day on one of my friends' clip channels, somebody's clip channel that I'm actually friends with, and I cannot remember which one of you it is. Somebody might know if you're in here. Hey, Peg, the good Peg, our Peg, not to be confused with Peggy. Okay, let's be clear. We love our Peg. Don't ever confuse our Peg with Peggy or our LG with the LB. But somebody made a comment and said that LB is being unfairly put into this situation with the rest of them. She is nothing like the rest of them. All she did was sit on panel with them and didn't speak up. That's what this comment basically alluded to, was that she is being unfairly targeted. She is nothing like these people. She should have never been included in the misinformation, cronies, yada, yada, yada. Bullshit. Sorry. Got to call you out for it. You can take your little L sucking ass somewhere else. Granted, it wasn't my comment section, but that's bullshit. Pure and utter bullshit. Elle has sat here time and time again and provided misinformation. Elle also collected funds on behalf of Letitia and so on, and then forwarded them on. Elle put herself in this mix. That's it. That's all. Elle is absolutely as culpable as any of the rest of them. She has intentionally not corrected the misinformation that she has put out here time and time again. So again, you can feel sorry for her, but the truth is the truth, and you cannot deny she has never gone back and said one thing and corrected her shit. Nope. She wants to talk about creators and stuff because she don't want to talk about the facts. That's why we don't entertain her as much. But she will be included in this because she is absolutely just as bad. Oh, yeah. By the way, I did put, for those of you that were like, Becky, are you feeling okay? You're wearing jeans. Like, we've seen you in jeans like 2 days in a row. Actually, one of my friends messaged me and was like, are you feeling okay? You don't ever have jeans on. I took them off. I only had them on half the day. Don't worry. I'm okay. Yeah, Mingo, absolutely. She plays innocent, but her hands are just as dirty. Yeah, Revival, this is proper nonsense. I proper love nonsense. I was going to say nonsense is never proper. You guys know that by now. All right, ready? This gets a little interesting, and guess where it starts out? Well, you'll be hearing it in a minute. All right, here we go. Yes, Sheila, thank you. I've heard, yes, Kara, thank you. Yeah, I took them off. Don't worry, I have leggings on now. Don't worry. I'm not pantsless. With you guys. We're not doing the no pants party yet, okay? They're just sitting. I throw everything on my desk when I'm done. So pants, everything. They're all just right here. Okay, ready? Let's kick this off. I promise you we're not going to get through it all. Boston, don't worry. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. You're braless. Oh, that's the best feeling at the end of the day. Dear Krabby coming in and being like, Peggy, don't be a Peggy.
And then sometimes so. Notice BB Cole stopped when Psychobabble started her lives. You know what?
Give me I'm going to give you a context here for a second, though, because some of you I know will be like, why are we listening to this? Because people need this context. Yes, she does lightly talk on Michelle here for a minute. This is just a short clip and we'll get right through it. But you need to, again, people like hate certain aspects of these things talked about. That's why they do it, because it's layering the confusion. So again, bear with it. It's only a short little section.
What? When I saw the video, did you watch the video that Penelope dropped yesterday about the sun? That's why I didn't play it on my channel. I was like, I had to take a breath. I was like, because she forewarned me. She said, Marissa, I think I'm going to lose a lot of subs after this. And honestly,
how could she lose the subs? She didn't say it. You could actually hear the hurt in Penelope's voice. You could hear the hurt.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, she did drop another one today. Yeah, she did. And like I said, she's someone that I just would not mess with, because if you're lying and you're trying to do dirty, she's gonna come for you. And
figure it out.
And you're not gonna find her. Yes, I've said it a zillion times. All of these people that brag guilty.
What's funny is when this happened, I had already found Penelope, knew exactly who Penelope was. I've known who she was for quite some time now. Again, doesn't matter in the whole scheme of things. I never doxed her, didn't put it out publicly, so on and so forth. But here Molly is letting you know that that was an intentional setup. But she'll continue on and actually call it that.
You'll never find me. You'll never find me. Yeah. you get found eventually. Everyone does. And honestly, for me, when I got doxxed, I was elated. I was like, oh, good. It's over. Now what? You get doxxed and then what? I mean, I got a full-on dox. Like, you can look at my house, like, online before, like, we did so much to it. You could see it when it was, like, had the original lighting and it didn't.
We all know how realtor photos work. Molly, it's okay. We all realize you put upgrades in your house and you have such a nice house and it's so much better than everybody else's. So, you know, of course, what the photos they're seeing isn't how fabulous it is, but nobody cares. Again, nobody gives a shit about your lighting. We don't care. Your lighting doesn't fix anything. It doesn't help what comes out of your mouth, which is all lies. Doesn't help.
Have all the upgrades and all the perks and stuff that we added to it. But it's hard to listen to, but it's the truth. And honestly, you would think, you know what? What's very
I have an idea. I keep meaning to tell you. I'm gonna put it in private chat.
What's very bad is, I don't know who it is, but the people that are encouraging Michelle.
Pay attention to this. She will try to distance herself from this in a minute, and then she will completely tell you again what is happening. Again, we don't discuss that certain person over here. We have never. But this was all intentional. This was all laid in intentionally, and the people have been laid in intentionally. Me being attacked by certain people isn't off the wall. It's been part of it all. Again, just like Happy said, oh yeah, Beetlejuice is so scary. I got to be careful because I'm going to say some shit because these weirdos, they are so weird.
That she's doing a good thing, that are saying that they're in her corner, that are going into that chat, that are befriending her, knowing what kind of manic state that she's in. I'm not touching her with a 10-foot pole. I already gave the warning. I said, hey, I'm going to hand you over to the drama community. They're going to make bank off you. They're going to make bank off you. They're going to have tons of shit to talk about you. And then I knew it was going to get bad when Diane and Wendy backed off. It's just like what Mallory said. When Mallory said, yeah, when Diane and Wendy back off, you know your shit is fucking cray-cray out there. So, I mean, Amber's channel, I don't think Amber's channel's bullying her. I don't think anybody's really bullying her. I think that
this is still when she was in good graces or acting publicly like they were still in good graces or that they hadn't fallen out. There's been a lot of bad acting going on around here.
I think that Michelle just thinks she's insulting one person, but she doesn't realize she's insulting hundreds of people. Mm-hmm. She doesn't think like a normal person. And that's irresponsible. So just know that when you encourage a woman that has talked about harming herself, who shows no love for her children, who shows no care for anything except for wealth and selfishness and has a loaded gun and nothing to lose, sorry, you're the one encouraging it. If something happens, exactly correct. And
so how does this work out exactly again? I'm trying to, again, get to this reasoning or understand their train of thought. So she says, yeah, I'm going to hand you off to the drama community. They're going to have a blast with you. They're going to do this, this, and this. And then she sits here and tries to distance herself from the fact that this woman is on the edge, right? She's on the edge. All of you guys are pushing her though. But I actually set up a couple channels of my own. This is Molly. Again, I'm talking as Molly. to go at Michelle and completely go at her real life and make up all these horrible stories that aren't even factual or about her real life. But now I'm distancing myself from it because I don't want nothing on my hands. Remember that whole time when I said, you know, this was getting really scary to me because something bad was going to happen? Well, it wasn't just because one person was talking about it. Multiple people had been talking about it. But just wait, it gets better.
I know I'm correct. Thank you. All she's doing, she drinks her own piss. Oh my God. Yes. And people are encouraging her. I won't go in there. I'm not going in there. I won't do it. Will I watch Penelope's stuff? I was shocked. I actually asked the Patreons when I saw yesterday's video. I said, wait a second. When did Michelle say all this? I had no idea she even made that video talking about her son. I remember she said on my panel that she was happy that her son was in jail. I never knew all that other stuff.
And by now, all of you have seen that she absolutely knew this stuff. She had talked about it. She had encouraged this, all of the whole setup. She talks about it even more coming up. But again, this is just layering in the distractions. Michelle came in on panel as a rope expert, was talking. They had a fallout. And then one huge piece of distraction got thrown in. And that right there set everything on edge for many different people. But it was because you have a bunch of people who were willing to jump into that arena on behalf of Molly. Now, remember, also, just so we're clear, Michelle went at Molly. 100%. Do I agree with it? No. I mean, it is what it is. Too late now. But Penelope and Amber had never had interaction with Michelle. Again, I've said this thousands of times, but that's the facts. They were sent just for this distraction.
But yeah, I'm not responsible because I'm not encouraging it. I washed my hands of it. I'm sorry that her fixation is on me.
Can you imagine withdrawing in jail, being at the lowest point of your life, needing some sort of comfort, and saying, go, hope you don't get it up the ass. Get
what?
The ass. That's what she told her.
She said that?
Yes. You didn't hear that? He's gonna take a DICK.
I think I might have, and I just didn't process it because I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Did you hear one of the women in the Patreon? She was an older lady. She says, I definitely commend your husband for being such a polite gentleman towards her. She goes, that took a lot of patience, the way that he handled her. You know, he wasn't a jerk. He was like, yes, I'm listening. Yes.
Which was really extending the olive branch for Adrian.
Really. Well, I married a gentleman. I didn't marry a piece of shit. I didn't marry a piece of shit.
Are you sure you're still married? I mean, I just have some questions, but we don't have to talk about it. We'll just go through your words and see for ourselves, because November and December are very telling. So he's such a respectful gentleman. Such a respectful gentleman. But don't forget, wonderful Wally over there.
I know, but like, you know, Adrian, he doesn't have to sit there and listen to that.
No,
and he did.
No. Listen, I have high standards for men, and my husband absolutely has high standards for women. And his number one standard is you care for people. And when they need something, you help them. And you're not going to sit here and say that we didn't try to help Michelle. Just remember that I did say I would hug you right now if I could. I definitely did try. I tried. She wants to hate me so bad.
Sure, Jan. Sure. Sure, Jan. That's all. Where's Sure, Jan? This is your shining moment, because that's all I can think coming out of my mouth. Sure, Jan. Sure.
She's sending things to my house. She talks about my child nonstop. She makes threats against my boy, who doesn't even know who she is. Yes, her chat, whoever's in there, that's on you. That is on you. And I hope that all these people that, I don't know how many people go in her chat. 100?
No, it's more than that.
Roughly.
300.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
And what kind of stuff do they say to her?
I don't know.
Do they tell her to get help?
I think it's about 50-50. Kaylee says 100.
So she.
Again, Justin doesn't watch any of the drama. He doesn't know anything that's going on. He doesn't pay attention at all. I don't know why they're asking him for anything accurate, because he doesn't pay attention. Why are you asking him those questions? He's Mr. Innocent. What are you talking about?
She says her cooking live tonight is all about you. Okay, I'm totally okay with that.
She calls you Tamale Molly.
I'm totally fine.
I think you should make a shirt.
You like it when Justin's being petty? Everyone likes it when he cracks up. We don't get to laugh much. And I was just telling people, because some troll came in here and said, oh, you deleted your live about RuPaul. And I'm like, listen, I deleted a lot of lives, and I told my patrons, too many of my patrons are complaining about drama. Listen.
Moving right along into the next clip. This is again from November-ish. And here we are with some more bullshit. I think it's the same day.
Penelope, and you know what? Michelle's got her audience. Leave them be. Leave them be. And God have mercy on that woman's soul. The things that she says, the things that she wishes for, that I'm not being, this is not drama, but that woman is in a very severe mental state. All right, I'm going to break it down to you. I know a lot of you guys haven't been around for 5 years. Some of you will understand this and some of you will not. But I will explain it to you only because I feel like, honestly, that I have a kind of a responsibility to say this. But have you noticed that all the people that are following her or that are in her chats, it seems like they're new people?
Yes,
right?
Leo dad.
Yes, they seem like they're new people. Well, guess what? They're not new people in this community.
Not at all.
They're not. They're just going under another name. They're all pretending that they like her. Yes, you know it, right? Exactly. Nunya Biz has been here forever. This is what they're doing. They are taking her in.
And that is not our Nunya, by the way. That is not the good Nunya. That is, I think, the other Nunya, hence the reason why the good Nunya was formed.
They're being nice to her. They want to see the shit show. And let me tell you something. They are going. One of my mods is in my fur. Actually, 2 of them. That's fine. I'm fine with that. It is. I'm telling them the truth. And guess what? They're trying to be all nice. They're trying to pretend like they care. But guess what? They don't. And they're playing with a woman. They're playing with a woman who has a loaded gun on the granite countertop. And this is all just fun and games? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Where did that fun and games start, Molly?
Sorry, but I'm the only one with the guts to say it. Because think about it. We have the Molly Golightly haters, but is there really that much? No, they're all changing their names. Because when the shit comes and hits the fan, right? Am I right or am I wrong? When the shit hits the fan and things go really sour, then you'll see their names popping up again. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Why would they do that? Because a lot of people in this community, and it turns out it's not just the trauma community, the crime community, the drama community, the same. It is right. It is right. Exactly. Preach. But they're taking advantage of her. They love the show. And they want to see how far they can push her. And let me tell you.
They, all of it distancing herself. Meanwhile, while encouraging all of it under and behind the scenes. She is so twisted and sick, and this is just But she'll even tell us more here in a second.
Tell you something. If she is now talking about children, because German lady went off on her today, because last night she asked the Amber Channel how many of her children, Michelle asked how many of her children are special needs. Excuse me. How many women here have children with special needs? She put a dagger right through the heart of not just mothers of special needs children, but every mother that has a caring soul. Oh yeah, oh no, I saw it. She played it in the middle of the night. I went up on Amber's last night because I couldn't sleep. And I got a message saying, Amber's calling you, Amber's calling you. People defended her. See? Why would they do that? Am I right or am I wrong, Justin? Am I right or am I wrong? They're waiting to see the ultimate explosion. If you guys don't want to believe me, trust me. I'm not the one that wants to say, hey, I told you so. They're all new accounts. Look at them. They're changing their names. I don't know who Marlene is. I don't remember Marlene. I have no idea who that is. They were praising her. Yeah, they do that in the beginning. Guessing her up to watch her implode. That's exactly what they're doing. And it's sad. And just remember, I'm telling you, the woman has a loaded gun and she showed it to you. And she talks to strangers, right? Saying that Marza is the worst. She's the worst. She screwed me over. She screwed over, what's her name? Mallory Williams. And changed her name to fucking,
And here she starts telling people all sorts of stuff. But notice how she lists people and how she includes them in certain things.
Valentina.
Mallory had a good live earlier.
Fuck that shit. Dude, I'm telling you, this is not going to end up, but it's a huge setup. Thank you, guys. Thank you for seeing it. But this is the thing. No one is strong enough to say it out loud.
We've been saying it all along, Molly, but you're definitely a part of that setup. That's the part that you don't want to tell your audience, but everybody knows, and thank you for admitting it. It's absolutely been a setup. It's one of your many distraction techniques. However, this just conveniently blew up to be a big one for you. I don't think you quite knew what you were walking into, but there's questions I have. I have major questions about that whole situation still. There's still so many things that I'm like, don't add up. But let her continue to tell you.
Well, with a loaded gun, and they're going to trip her out. And she keeps talking about November 17th. November 17th. November 17th is like this really weird trigger day. Someone's going to get to her and bother her. Stop it. Sorry. Doing lines on to druggies? What?
She was snorting something last night.
What?
Remember all the setup in the beginning of this? And yeah, where's the money? Where's the money? Commander, I think so, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, she's playing the good person. Remember, this is the switch up. This was November. So she was predicting this in the beginning of November. And then we're going to pop back into like where we're at in the timeline of November. But I just wanted to make sure people understood like why these people got talked about in the beginning. It wasn't because I just had it out for these people. It's part of how we got here, unfortunately.
So earlier, Mallory, a couple, that's one or two people who, maybe more, who are modding for Michelle now, are.
Notice the hand motions here. She's cutting him off. Notice, let me back that up so you can pay attention to this whole little hand gesture she's doing.
November 17th is like this really weird trigger day. Someone's going to get to her and bother her. Stop it. Sorry. Doing lines on to druggies? What?
She was snorting something last night.
What?
So earlier, Mallory, a couple, that's one or two people who, maybe more, who are modding for Michelle now, are now not cool with Mallory. And Mallory said earlier, she's like, y'all can go over there because that girl's psycho, and you guys are mad because I'm
Scaramouche. You want to know why? Because my Patreons don't want drama. Throwing her to the wolves, yeah, she's all drama on my drama channel. Yeah, I highlighted it. I thought you'd be proud. You set this game up, remember? Oh, did I know she would take it this far and make fun of handicapped children? Special needs?
What game?
When I said I'm handing her off to the drama community.
She just admitted right there that it was a game. She just admitted it. She admits that this is a setup. She's cutting him off when he starts to talk about the mods that are doing things to her. Watch how all of this unfolds. It's unfolded right in front of our eyes, except there's been so many things that have unfolded. People haven't been able to figure out every piece of it because there's been so many moving parts. But this was extremely telling to me because she got very upset and triggered over that comment. Plus, we love Scaramouche. But she admits that it was a game. She just didn't know that they would take it this far, she claims. However, she's had a hand in how far this has been taken all along. Still to this day, she talks about it.
Throw her to the wolves. Yeah. Well, guess what? The biggest wolves, Diane, right? Diane, how come Diane's not talking about her? How come Diane's not chewing her up? How come German lady's not chewing her up? How come, hey,
German lady is chewing her.
How come Mallory's not chewing her up? Why? Because they know to be responsible enough to walk away. She needs help. Why do you think that this woman, Penelope, is making, thank you, Don and Jess, her audience heard it, and so did we. My grandbaby's on the spectrum. We have a daughter with Asperger's, so I was pissed for short.
I was so mad last night when she was talking about Amber, when Amber went up there.
I saw it from Amber. Amber played it.
I was so...
Yes, Scaramouche, let me tell you something. Ask Chainsaw if that's the real Chainsaw. See if that's Corey Chainsaw.
Well, hell, there's that name again. Run for the hills. I don't even know who this person is, but that's where that person obviously aligns or hangs out or whatever the case may be. That obviously is why this person has taken me in 1,001 posts that make absolutely zero sense. But again, another character that she lays in. Why do all the characters that she lay in like have one character is actually like 15 combined in one person? Like, it's insane. And they all have this energy I've never seen from anybody in my life. Like the amount of shit they can get done in a day. Wow.
Is that really Chainsaw? Chainsaw's been watching this shit for how many years? Tell me these motherfuckers are not setting this woman up. I said, throw it to the drama channels. They'll have a ball with her. But guess what? It's you. Well, guess what? They're having a ball with her. And these are all new people that I don't even know. So yes, Scaramouche, guess what? Am I still the topic of conversation? Is she still obsessing over me? 6 years, exactly. 100% correct. They're changing their names. They're pretending that they like her, and they want to see how far she's going to go. They're probably hoping that she's going to get in her car, take her little gun, show up at my house, and wave and be like, trick or treat, boom. Why does YouTube allow this? And nobody, not one person, and I said this to Justin last night. He goes,
I don't know about y'all. I'm going to turn this on, but I think she kind of hopes that that would happen. I really kind of have gotten the gist. Again, this is my opinion, but I think Molly would actually like that for a show. I'm sure she'd be like, hold on, let me get my phone out first. I don't know. There seems something fishy about this whole situation. Still to this day, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think in time, some of those pieces will work themselves out. Obviously, there's been a lot of intentional distractions, and this continues to be one. Thankfully, that's moved away from anything to do with what we talk about, and it will not be coming back into it because I can't stand having to listen to her talk about this BS because she was a big part of all of this. And when I kept saying, like, I was genuinely concerned for her well-being, I was. Anybody should have been. Do I think she's vile like Molly? Yeah, absolutely. She said some crazy shit, but you have to acknowledge where this came from. And this came from Molly's camp going out and hunting this out and seeking this out and intentionally doing shit to provoke a response. And you can have your difference of opinion, but this is how it's laid out and you'll be able to see it.
I thought of that. I said, wait a second. She keeps saying, oh, I'm going to be getting my monetization really soon. I'm in the process of being monetized soon. So I'm going to be making lots of money. And you guys are all going to be a part of it.
Well, guess what? How come nobody's told her that she's got to go through a review? They're going to go through her videos.
I always found it really odd, too, that they bragged about her not being able to monetize her channel. And I've always wondered why. Why was she not able to monetize her channel? Because if all of these people are monetized, she should have absolutely been able to monetize, too. Yes, there's been a few. I mean, eventually she loses her channel. But at this point in time, again, we're back in November. She should have been able to monetize at that point in time. If you wanted to compare vileness, sorry, it is what it is. But it's absolutely just been in these layers and layers. Hey, Greg. Hey, Curious. Grand Bun Sherry. T. Kathy P. Saying hi to Denise. Missouri Country Girl. Thanks for popping in, all of you. Pettycocker. I can't even talk today. Thank you all for popping in. Hey, Shopaholic. Miss Lee. Beth. Dear Krabby. Jen. Thank you all for popping over. I know this is kind of redundant for some of you. Don't worry. This is almost over and we'll get into more stuff further into November.
She's going to be denied. Not one person told her that. Not one person. So what is she going to do when she opens her email?
Oh my God, they fucking denied me. Oh my God, they fucking denied my monetization. I had fucking 2,000 subscribers. I had fucking 19,000 fucking watch hours. What the fuck? You know what? I think Molly fucking did this. Molly did this to fucking hurt me. That's what she fucking did. That's what she fucking did. She planned all along. I know it. I can prove it. Because my lawyer called up YouTube. And the lawyer said, the Molly O'Reilly called and said, don't monetize this, Michelle, because I'm making a difference. Because I'm making it a better place. And she can't. And she's jealous.
Yeah, I'll get blamed for it too. Yeah, it's not my fault for what she does. So this is her life. We all make our choices. And let me tell you something. I have over 200 Patreons, and they're all telling me I like the fun. I like the fun stuff. I want the updates on the kids. Blah, 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 blah. Or the texts, Molly, you're better than this. You're better than this. I've had 3 people not really threatened, but they said, I thought about leaving. I come here for fun. I come here to escape. I don't want to see all of the fighting. And they say, you're too good for this. I don't thrive in chaotic situations. Doesn't make me feel good. And I think Justin doesn't either.
No, what you don't thrive in is an environment where people are calling you out on your shit and actually can prove your own words to you. That's where you don't thrive. You don't thrive in being called out and taking accountability. That's where you struggle. You thrive in chaos because I think you've lived in chaos and utter chaos. And that's why you intentionally create chaos, is because it's comfortable for you. Because stagnancy for you is boring. I think it's uncomfortable, might prompt some inner emotions that you've never touched into. You create chaos. You just can't thrive in accountability sections. Like that's where you suck. No accountability for you. Don't worry. We're almost through this part. I appreciate all of you holding in.
No, listen, I would like to save my voice for yelling at CPS. I would like to save this voice.
Read delicious. Read delicious.
Who else? Oh, Valentina shart all over herself.
You should have stayed in what's her name's chat earlier.
That's a picture of her husband, ex-husband. So yeah, she keeps saying that she's divorced, ex-divorce. What she's doing is she's putting off the divorce and purposely getting these lawyers to quit to prolong the divorce so she can stay in that house.
Oh, she wasn't paying attention to her, though. She was so concerned about them pushing her over the edge. But she's telling you everything Penelope put out in her videos. Oh, wait, because she knew everything that was going on because they're buddies. Yeah, y'all get the whole gist of everything here? Okay. Don't worry, it gets even funner because more names come on the playing field in these lovely clips.
I've never reported any of her videos. I've never once done it. So Mars has been farting all over the place? Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm telling you, those people are playing a very dirty game. So did you hear? Go Hug a Cactus says Michelle was snorting something online. Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
You saw it with your own eyes.
I'll give you the marker. Go to Amber's channel.
I mean, again, pointing out the fact that they're so caught up in that, she just went on this whole spiel of saying like, oh my God, they're going to push her to the edge. I'm so concerned. I've got to be the one to actually speak up and say something. I'm the only one. It's getting so bad. And then she's encouraging stuff like this 5 seconds later. I mean, come on, people. The setup has been right before our eyes. And it's interesting who's been involved in it.
Let me find it.
Amber has a clip.
What's Amber's channel name? Amber.
The Amber channel.
The Amber channel, yeah.
They struck it, I believe.
And yes, for those of you just joining, this is back when they were still buddies, or I guess not acting like they fell out, or whatever the case may be. At that point in time, I don't know. They sing each other. It's so weird. They're all the same. I mean, it's all the same. But Justin doesn't involve himself in drama. What are you talking about? He doesn't know anything that's going on. Spanky, what are you doing over there? You suck at lying too, dude.
Oh, it was removed?
You also really, really suck at bronzer. This was like one of the worst bronzer looks I've ever seen on you.
Oh.
Shit, they removed her.
Well, that's the thing. What makes you think that this Michelle's going to be... See, if they went over to Michelle's video and reported that, hers would have been removed. I think by boom. But guess what? I'm not reporting it.
It was taken down for false reporting.
Taken down for false report. Days ago to seeing that they are no longer a Patreon. It's because I decided.
All right, we're back on board now. Are we ready for this? Who remembers what day this was? Okay, so we're still in November, but we're back in timeline order now. So this is picking up where we left off yesterday in part 6. The 2 clips previously, 3 clips previously, were to remind you of where we were in the beginning of November, the things that she was putting on the board, the setup that she was actually openly talking about, yet trying to distance herself from having a part of, which we all know is a bunch of bullshit. But this gets really interesting because this was Thanksgiving Day. Now, a couple things I want you to pay attention to. November, we have heard that supposedly they were all flying to Florida for Christmas. That was already talked about. Her and Adrian and their child got the last tickets, and a girlfriend or whatever. They got the last tickets on the plane, but thankfully they got their tickets. She had gone to her mom's, which was really just to stay in a hotel. There had been a ticket that had popped up. Her wedding ring kind of started not being worn in November-ish, close to the end of November, beginning of December, but we'll get to that because she does talk about that openly. When her wedding ring goes, we just saw a clip yesterday of there was a conversation between her and Walter that were a little uncomfortable. The reason I'm mentioning those things is because there's been videos that have highlighted the arrangement that they seem to have and how she continues to point out everybody else's marriages, relationships, everything as a distraction. Meanwhile, it seems right in front of our eyes that theirs has actually fallen apart, which again, I don't wish on anybody, but it is what it is. So I think we've got a little bit of multiple things going on in Molly's life, but this is the day after, I think the day after Thanksgiving. This is the day after Thanksgiving, and then it's going to pop. I can't remember where it pops. I'll tell you when we get there.
They don't belong in Patreon.
Hold on. Before we get going into that, let me say hi to a few more people because a lot of you are just popping in and out. So happy Friday, everybody. I hope you guys are having something good today. Something good on the horizon for the weekend, some self-care, something. Don't remember, shut this shit off, protect your peace, take a break. I know it gets to be a lot. Hey, Amberly. Hey, just another troll. Just want to say hi to all you guys popping in. Hippiporium. Carol. Macy's mom. Lorraine. Carly. Oh, Kathy P. I'll pull those. I haven't posted them on Facebook yet, have I? Thank you for reminding me. I'll do that. Hey, Mingo. Blank screen. Good question. I would love to know. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Mona Lisa. Hey, Christy. Yes, Christy. Not only Amber, though, Penelope was too. So Penelope started out as an anti-KJ channel and then switched to solely Michelle when her and Molly, like when she went at Molly. And Amber at the same time. Christoph fan always. Hello. Thank you. Brittany, I got to remember to email you back. I was going to do it between and I forgot. Hey, white cats. Saucy. Saucy, where is our troll? Did you scare him off? Hey, I hate peas. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, ready? Buckle up because this section, she talks about the person I was talking about this morning and it gets kind of funny.
So I don't care about your $50 or $25 pledge. I don't need your $25 pledge. If all you're going to do is be an asshole, that's not why I have Patreon. Okay. I raise.
Oh, that's a good transition point right there that I can actually pull up what she does on her Patreon. So just so you guys know, this was posted, I think last night. Hold on, let me put me full screen for a second here. I'm just going to read this to you. I'll post it on Facebook when we're done. It's a long ass one. So she doesn't have Patreon. She doesn't need your money. The only reason why she has Patreon is because she does need your money. So disregard everything she just said. I'm going to actually tell you the truth for her because she does need your money. And let me tell you. So I did get an update on my mom when I woke up by call Mr. Father, and I told him that I was going to pack a bag and come and stay for the night. And he said that they were on their way to the hospital, and he said that we're going to be there all day, that my mother's been in a lot of pain. Apparently my mom hasn't been wearing a brace that she should have. So that explains why my mom was up and walking around and doing fine on Sunday. My aunt, blah, 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 came by and said she couldn't believe how good my mom was standing up straight. Thankfully, blah, blah, blah. She continues to talk about her mom. I'm going to skip through that because, again, I wish nothing but the best for her mom. I don't wish any harm on her mother. Okay, then she goes on to say, I feel like I'm getting confused with what exactly is getting on V because there's so much to understand. So he's holding off on the chemo. Okay, that goes on. The good news is my mom really loves the bed, blah, blah, blah. So they obviously bought her the bed. Then she continues. She put them on her Facebook, the pictures that I got her, the set. And yes, I got it at the Ashley Furniture Store out of Secaucus, New Jersey. I ordered this last Saturday and she got it yesterday. That would make it like 4 days. And what do you know? The stuff that I got came this morning. Turns out the 2 traveling nurses heard the doorbell and they're staying in the same room Bullhorn Betty was staying in. How funny is that? So I wouldn't miss the delivery. Tell, ha, ha, ha. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha, ha. Oh man, I got to make another video to the company of Ashley Furniture. Turns out not all and She Furniture Avenue short-tempered employees, nor do they have short-tempered delivery services, nor do they have stores. Does it take for months to deliver furniture? I'm not reading it because I can't read. I'm reading what's written. All right. Talk to Texas on her friend. But check this out. I should probably attach the pictures of what my mom put up. They had to clear out Uncle blah, 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 and make a move down to Uncle blah house in South Carolina so that my mom can have a bedroom downstairs. Look at this bedroom. I didn't like the furniture that was down there because the furniture was brown and doesn't go with gray walls. So I picked out this cute set. And when my mom put up the pictures, I freaked out when I saw the bed linen. So I just went over to the website for Bed Bath & Beyond and got her some real linens, a nice big fluffy comforter set in high thread count sheets. I don't know you guys, but when it comes to my bed, I take my bed very seriously. I take my sheets seriously. My pillows, I mean, think about it. I mean, think about it. We spend a third of our lives in our beds. Don't you guys agree? My mom will never go into a hospice. Not happening. If I need to sell everything in my closet to make sure my mother is comfortable, I'll do it. This is insane. I'm so tired. Can you guys believe I still can't sleep? I'm not making any of this up. This is all what it says. XO. That's what her Patreon's about. Please dare me. I'm rarely ever wrong. Take my words. Don't take them for granted. If I say I see a red flag, pay closer attention. If I say trust me, I feel it. It always happens. I'm never wrong. It's not always a blessing. It's sometimes a curse. Life coach, yeah, but not ready to brand myself any sort of medium or clairvoyant. But there's something working inside me. I hope you can prove me wrong. We will see. It's getting too easy now. I'll predict your future. Screenshots for proof. And this was Wednesday night's post. Don't ask me. I'm just providing you with what I know. And then there's that. Okay. Back to let's let Molly tell us what her Patreon's actually for, because it's not for making money. It's not for dry begging. It's not for guilt tripping your subs. It's not for any of that. I don't know what it's for. So maybe she'll tell us. Okay.
My voice at somebody, and people thought that I shouldn't have acted without proof. Well, turns out that I did get the proof that I needed. So away with that. Yeah.
Turns out I got the proof that somebody was sharing what with their Patreons. There's still people in your Patreon that there's a lot of people in your Patreon that show everybody everything. But where's the proof? You said you got the proof. Where is it? It is, Christy. That is exactly what it is. It's like her diary. It's like a teenager's diary. That's what it is. And let me tell you, that is the hardest thing to read, is her Patreons, like actually read them, because there's no punctuation. It's talk to text. None of the words make sense. And I'm like, oh.
Yes. The people that are still there are the ones that should be there. Yes. I didn't create a Patreon for people to give out their passwords and share it. I think that's a real low blow. And if you're if you want to see what's in my Patreon, then you can pay just like everybody else does. I mean, I know money's a little tight, but guess what? If you really want to know what's in there, there you go. Oh, and also, I'll address this one person that should be addressed. I'm not going to lie. There's a girl going around named Erica Genevieve, and she claims to be living quite close to me.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I told you guys. I know. Brittany, it's so hard to read them. It really is. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Texas Tiff. Jenny. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Okay. Buckle up. So this is what we had tried to talk about previously, but this is November. Things were getting messy. She was doing a lot of messy stuff and getting called out and caught on it. So Molly's got to distance herself. Yes, T. I know there's so much that has happened. It's so easy to forget how things fell into order and like how they did. Yeah, I get docs in December. Yep. We're getting into that too, Beth. Yes, absolutely. I can't believe how much they charge for Patreon, actually. Like, channels smaller than even little channels are charging like $15 for their low Patreon. I don't know. Do you guys, that's what I want to have this conversation sometime with my members and stuff too, because my membership is $1.99. That will be what it will always be, there will always be that entry level $1.99. But I feel bad, one member only chat a week plus, a daily post or something like that. Like, I want to give back a little bit more. So I want to talk to you guys about that sometime, but it just blows my mind that she posts in there dry begging from them. She never gives back to them. She never gives a post to them and says, oh, I hate peas. Just wait. Yeah. Just K, Miss Crane page. What are you talking about? The one that was going at Katie? The one that was like duping under them? Yes. If so, yes, absolutely. If that's the right one.
If this girl reaches out to you or she wants to get on your panel, just know, hey mama, what are you doing? I had to,
Hey, I hate peas. I got middle school pictures I shared with you guys one time. I could print a bunch of those out and send them to you guys too. $1.99 worthy of me with a bowl cut. Maybe lucky if you get a mullet. Yeah, just K. I think it's the right one. If it's the Miss Petty, whatever the page was, and it's down now. Yeah, curious. That's what I don't understand is it seems so expensive. Like they are charging so much for these apps. $25 for an entry level. Like that's the lowest level for Patreon for her. And $50. Like that seems a lot.
What about those who canceled for a month? Then they get blocked as well too. Yeah, they get blocked as well too. We have some moles before. I don't understand.
Tragic. We miss you too. We miss you so much. Bitter pill to swallow. She actually said she wouldn't. Yeah, she wasn't going to. She would never do that. Yep, you're right. I do have that clip too. Yep, 100%. She would never milk it. It's not for social media. Yes, that absolutely did happen. Tragic. We miss you too. Yeah, Brittany. That's what I'm curious about. But even I can see 10-2 for somebody with that size for their high tier. Maybe. I don't know. This is again where I'm weird about that shit. So to me, $50 seems excessive. I mean, you get a picture and you might get a wrench. Oh, just K. I think, okay. I think I know exactly what you mean. Yes.
Understands people paying money to see us having fun. No idea. And you're also not going to come in and start yelling at me and other Patreons because I ask you a question and you get defensive. It means you're blocked and move on. You've already made a lot of money. You've made a lot of money off of me. Okay. You've made tons of money off of me selling your merch. Now you move on. Okay.
Okay, and this is where Molly does her typical Molly thing. She starts talking about Erica, and then she goes on to somebody else that did merch for her. Two different ladies, of course. She will go back to it. She does the juggling thing. Hey, K-Dubs. Right. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like $50. Like you can get a lot for $50. Let's be honest out here. Yeah, and it's just sad because to me, like, okay, what good are they doing with that at the end of the day? Are they giving back? Like she talks about other people not giving back, not doing anything. I know that she claims she gives back. She's the most generous creator. She's generous to those that are willing to let her exploit, if that makes sense.
You made more money than you deserved to make. Let's just say that. So I would quit while you're ahead, Ashley. Okay? If you come to me that you are a graphic designer, I expect you, when I pay you hundreds of bucks, to know how to do high resolution because everyone that I spoke to afterward had no problem with high resolution. And then for you to send me a text message, sweetheart, after you Googled the word incompetent.
Remember, this is a woman's life coach who is quite the savvy businesswoman. Okay. So according to the story of putting pieces together, again, I didn't pay attention that closely to this part because it's nothing to do with anything important of where we're headed, but this just layers in. So she came back and all of a sudden she had a fallout with somebody that was going to be designing merch for her, blah, 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 blah. She starts attacking that woman. Actually, there was two of them. They got misconstrued. People ran with all sorts of different shit. Then they had to go up and defend themselves. It's a whole ripple effect. So Molly sits here and talks shit and will disparage anybody's business, anything. And you'll hear she does get into it. She says quite something, but she does this and then it's got a ripple effect. So there was multiple people, there was no clear communication, but Molly doesn't want to show that part. It's all about, you know, her, poor her. She's always the victim. Everybody else does her wrong. And meanwhile, all she wanted was for people to stop talking about where's the money, Molly. Let's hashtag where's the money, Molly. Yeah, exactly. Molly wears Molly merch. Let's be honest. Molly wears Molly merch. Elizabeth, you guys brought up a really good idea the other night, though. You guys were talking about, hey, Anon. You guys were talking about doing a calendar for charity, and Kyle and I talked about it, and I think we both are game. He's like, I'm not doing one without you, though. Like, that would be weird. And I was like, I think we could do like two different things. Anyways, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, where is the money, Molly? That's what I want to know. These people have such a platform to do so much good for their communities and so many things that they could actually benefit, and they don't. They do none of it.
That's your first problem. You shouldn't have to Google the word incompetent and then get your panties in a crusty bunch. If you don't know what the meaning of incompetent is, what you should have done is given the money back when this all happens. And for people that ordered, you should have sent them their stuff and not waited. Okay, so go over to a hate channel and tell them your version, because guess what? There's people over here that have a more realistic version.
So, in other words, I know it's a different situation because they're paying for products, supposedly, well, according to what she claims, but she always has this really deep-seated, like, ask for a refund, take it back, send the items back. But when people are asking her for refunds or transparency, that's where she draws the line. It's always rules for thee, not for me.
So keep going, sweetheart. And just remember, business number one, you have to make money. You have to have money to make money. That's what it is. You don't start a business with zero. That's not how it goes. And that's where you are incompetent. And when you try to make subpar, and I don't care what exactly, it is facts. We all know. We all know who this person is that thinks they're going to come in here with a fucking mouth. Listen, if you think you're going to come in here with a mouth, there's a lot of other people that'll come on up here and drag your ass for what they've been through with you. Okay? So you're not going to keep dropping your like I see you said to you, and you were very disrespectful to her for no reason. So keep going with your fucking mouth, sweetheart. Yes, you are out of Patreon and you're never coming back. I gave you money to design, and you took your whole family out to celebrate that you were a part of Molly Golightly. Yes, see, everybody knows. And then when you can't deliver, you ask me for more money. You should have money set aside for costs. What the fuck is that? And then you want to come in, right? You want to come in and drop your link to your website, and people are clicking on it. And
do you know how damaging this is for small businesses? Like, this is where the accountability seems to lack. People don't understand that what she's doing is intentionally trying to destroy this woman's business. Again, I don't give a shit who Molly thinks she is, but she like expected this woman's whole website to all of a sudden be a Molly merch site. Why? No, Molly merch would be exclusive to Molly people. You would not put that on your website with all of the rest of it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But that's what they expected. They expected her to have like her own like whole website dedicated to Molly that you could go over there and check. No, most people don't even know who the fuck you are. Why would they want your name on anything? I mean, your own people don't want your name on anything.
seeing merch designs for other garbage that nobody's ever heard about. And they're like, well, where's the Molly Golightly stuff? That's unacceptable. Thank you. Yeah. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Everyone had been seeing it. And do you want to know something? Hi, I see you. We were just talking about you. Feel better? Join membership. Okay. Well, she's in the sky right now, and we're praying for her and Olivia's adventure right now. And they're, I hope that they find.
Let me put some names on the field for those of you guys that might be confused. ICU is one of their mods that does a lot of their dirty work, their doxing, all of that stuff. Goose is absolutely still around. Same thing. She actually, Molly pays her to do a lot of shit. She's who sends Molly everything that she needs to know, along with the other misinformation cronies. But they're very oh, sorry. I don't even know why she barked. Okay. She just had a little decision she wanted to bark right there. But they definitely are still very active and around. I think that's the only two you guys asked about.
Find the answers and what they need. And one thing I do want to say, which I just said to my Patreons, is sometimes you really got to hand it to these ladies. They could have been doing the exact same thing from the comfort of their own home, talking about this, but no, they're on a plane. They're on a plane going across multiple states. They're in the sky. Yeah, they're covering a story. I would love to tell you the story, but we can't do that no more. I would love to tell you what we're doing in Florida in a couple weeks. Can't tell you. People want to.
And this is when she starts to mention Betty and Olivia and those guys more often. She starts talking about the trip to Florida that they took at the beginning of December. Again, we are in November. We are going back and looking at the pattern of all the distractions, all the layered bullshit that's been added on top of while they exploit the shit out of Marvan's story.
Want to sabotage. People want to show up and do things to, distract and compromise. People want to make jokes out of victims, babies. In fact, we had that one little clown loser up on my panel the other day, and we realized that he's fucking 13 years old in the head and has children of his own.
Notice she still had couches at the time. That's how you know it's an older video. Anyways, supposedly she got couches today, so maybe she'll be streaming with couches again. She's talking about rap right there. His page is general awareness. If you missed that clip, we watched a part of it in yesterday's part 6. It's in the beginning. Rap came up and started asking her questions. She ended up kicking him off panel, yada, yada, yada. She takes credit for another case that she really didn't tell the truth on. Yes, she did help spread the information, but she likes to say she was responsible for more than that. Anyways.
Hey, babe. Now I'm live. Let me ask you a question. Since if our Christmas tree is like a little, can you think you could pick up a real one with Jake? We've never had a real Christmas tree. Do you want to do a real one this year?
If you like to.
Okay. Because there's no way that you want to bring me to pick out a Christmas tree, because I'm going to want the tallest one, and the tallest one is not going to fit in this living room. And I mean, we still have to have it, whether we're not going to be here or not. Yeah, we'll be in Florida. What's going on?
No, you can both go to Jake.
All right. Do you think you could stop Starbucks and get me one of those medicine balls for my throat?
Yeah.
All right. That's all I need.
Okay.
What time's your appointment?
6:30.
Okay. The cannoli creams. Oh, are you hitting the cannolis? Yeah. Yeah, I have to say that I really commend Olivia and Betty for being in the air right now. You stay. Hello, honey. Thank you so much. Thank you. Come on, Violet. Come on, Violet. Hi, Winnie. Winnie, good girl. Have a good day. Merry Christmas. I feel like it's so hot. I mean, like, we can all sit there. Just remember, we can all sit there and talk about every single story that we want to. And that's fine. But to actually go there is a lot more meaningful. At least that's what I think.
And lucky all of us, she starts stuffing her mouth. You're welcome. We weren't getting out of that without, she's got to eat.
That's someone that I believe is really earning their views. They're not riding off the backs of other people, but they're actually doing the work. And sometimes people want to say, they just went there for views. Yeah, that's what we're on YouTube for, is views and clicks. By the way, I did a video last night for Shankwella, the girl that was beaten up. People are like, Marissa, stop. Other channels are doing it too. I'm a bigger channel than them. And there's not much to cover with that story, unless Mexico really does work itself with America. Because what these assholes did is crazy. And the way that they could just up and leave that girl. I think the people.
So you remember she came back from Georgia. She tried to talk about the Aaron stuff for a little bit. She tried to talk about the Ashley Massengill situation a little bit. Then she tried to get into the Shanquilla Robinson story. People told her, do not touch this. They were asking her, begging her, that's not going to go well. She says, I'm a bigger channel, of course. But this was all she tried on each one of these little events and nothing took.
Called tragedy peeps. We used to call them ass riders because you want to know something? I don't even mind being called a tragedy pimp. I'm pretty proud of what we did down there in, I think everywhere that we've gone. We were outside the laundries or the wells, or we were out there for Quentin. Anything in between. I'm proud of what we did. I want to keep going. I think I'll tell you one thing. If we all relied on the main.
Yes, she absolutely did just say she's proud of being a tragedy pimp. And she absolutely does say that clicks and views. Absolutely. That's what she exactly says. Good for Betty and those guys. Of course, it's about the clicks and views. That's why they do the things that they do. She's proud of this. She tells you that herself. And then other times she's like, I'm not that.
Mainstream media, and then these YouTubers who were trying to be friends with suspects. There's another side of it. Go to it. Go see it. Go see what's really happening in that town and what's really, really surrounding that case. If you're going to sit there and question, if you're going to sit there and be inquisitive of, hey, I wonder what's going down there, get off your ass and go. Get off your ass and go. I guess it's tiny little channels that, have 9 to 5 jobs, or maybe they cannot be mobile. But guess what? We have people that cannot leave the house that work with us. We do. If you want to
those people all sit around and dox the rest of us who are calling them out on their misbehavior and their exploitation of these stories. That's what their people on the ground do. They dig into your backgrounds. They lie about your backgrounds. They try to mess things up. They call state workers. They do, that's what those people that are not mobile do for them. That's what they do.
3-minute clip, mainstream is for you. If you like real, then come on. Yeah, well, guess what? Everyone's dying to know precisely where Betty and Olivia are going. You'll find out. You'll find out. There was a time when we were excited and happy to tell you guys what we were doing and where we were going and what we were trying to achieve. But after the nonsense that has happened with, by using that baby's name and his life as if it didn't matter, that has to change. And now all of us know that we can't say a word. We can't say a word. You might have been a member on the other channel, or it ran out of 30 days. Now we can't tell anymore. It sucks too, because they destroy it for the good people. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, you don't need details to pray. Exactly. Don't need a paparazzi following you. It's pretty creepy, huh? Yeah. Now you wonder why people like Britney Spears and all those people go crazy, having people jump out, crackheads with no teeth and just junkies all over the place, just jumping out. No wonder I'm sure you'll know when they get back. Yeah. And I'm sure Betty will. No. You already have your food. She's had enough turkey that you raise their kid to. Like, if you don't like mayonnaise, or you don't like mustard, or you don't like, I've never tasted mustard in my life. Did you raise your child like that? I raised Jake to not like onions.
You're welcome. I forgot I did skip out a big chunk of when she was stuffing that thing in her mouth, but she does continue to stuff in here. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. It's going to get yucky because I forget she does chew a lot in this one.
DC, if you've never had Jersey Mike's, don't start. Subway's gross. Firehouse sucks too. Regular oil vinegar. Yeah. I mean, I can handle tomato, but I pull it off. Miss Wings, how are you? Thank you. Subway is gross. It seems like the same people work at Subway. At every location you go to, it's the same. Oh my God, somebody great. It says great news. Somebody purchased a gift on your birthday gift wish. Thank you for getting me Top Gun. The other day I got Top Gun at Target. Thank you. Quiznos. I don't think I've had Quiznos. Yeah, and that smell of Subway. If I'm at the thing, if I'm like getting my hair done or something. Hold on, let me call. It's today Monday and it's closed. Whatever. Can't do Jimmy John's. Don't like the bread. Can't. Subway gave you salmonella poisoning? We got your mouth. Have you missed me in the whole 10 hours? Oh, sorry. Yeah, exactly. It comes to go up there. And then the pork and then the I bought real glasses. $4.80.
You're welcome. I forgot I skipped through for a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Pay attention, friends.
For to protect. All right, so back to this Erica person, this Erica Genevieve. Erica Genevieve, you had to have known that your time was not going to be, that your time was absolutely limited with me. Every single text message, every email that you've ever sent me is something that I am not interested in. And if anyone is talking to this Erica Genevieve, she's going to want to talk to you about this crazy shit. She sends you everyone's background report. She claims she lives right by me. Girl, I don't see you anywhere. You claim you live, what, 20 minutes away from me? I haven't met you. I had a meet and greet. You
remember all those emails I've been telling you about? Don't worry. I guess we're a secret society of underground trolls. Something like that. I don't know.
You weren't there. I know the people that were there. You weren't there. She wants to tell you about Thunderdome and all this bullshit of all these underground trolls, their identity, people that I don't give a shit about. So you're a troublemaker. If you have a problem with that, then I suggest you come to my house, ring my fucking door, and tell me that you have a fucking problem with that. She said she lives close to you and won't be silenced. I have no idea what she fucking needs to be silenced. So yeah, she wants to out these people. These underground trolls. Paid trolls. Stuff.
Isn't it ironic that Molly just called me a paid pedo protector? I wonder where that information came from. And I wonder who was sending her information that was talking about paid people and underground trolls. And Thunderdome. All of the stuff. Let's just let Molly tell you all about it, because this is what we've been trying to tell you.
Stuff that was working against Letitia, people trying to bring me down. Give me a fucking break. Do you really think that I have the time or the desire to read shit like that? I don't care about it. You know, she has a restraining order on. Yeah, well, everyone that's talked to her, everyone that has reached out to me has said, watch out for her. She's fucking crazy. So, a secret society. Yeah, exactly. There's a secret society of trolls. And what makes you think that I give a flying fuck about that? I'm here having a fucking life. I might be here having a sandwich. It doesn't mean that I'm not here having a fucking life. And what makes you think nobody has a clue what it is, because nobody knows what the fuck she's talking about. You won't be silenced. You gotta see these names popping up. Yeah, and the girl's so, you got a new number, so you haven't heard from her. Good. Well, I called her up. I was like, dude. Hold on. The 3 Patreons texting me soon. Oh my gosh.
She did call her up. I didn't include that clip in this, but I'll pull it for tomorrow. She did call her up. She called her up and told her off. And Erica answered the phone and was like, yes, dear. And then shit blew up. So again, this is how shit has gotten layered. So Erica came to me originally on Facebook. As you guys know, she tried starting a mess with this side of the story unfolding. But she was also in Molly in their inboxes claiming that we were doing all these things, setting Letitia up. I wonder where the whole theory of Letitia got set up started.
Oh, thank you, Suzanne. I gotta go over there. I gotta go to my PO box. Victoria Beckham. Oh my God, enough. I barely even opened the box yet. Yeah. So anyway, this, you gotta wonder about a person named Erica Genevieve. But I mean, you ran with a ton of information I gave her. What did I run with exactly? I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about.
Why do you think she doxed blank screen incorrectly?
Can't run with anything. So anyway, people like want to see. She's like, oh, people want to see our emails. I don't think there's much to our emails because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, isn't it convenient that there's emails that were between Goose and you and other people that Erica was sending around to people? Yeah. Convenient that you don't know what we're talking about, that nobody knows what you're talking about, that you didn't really have conversations with her, blah, 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 blah. Come on. We all know. That was just another muddy the water, and that's still what they're trying to use it for. Not going to work. We don't care. Erica is a non-factor. Nothing changes at all. No matter what Erica does, the facts don't change. And that's what they're hoping for.
KJ was banned from Facebook, and that's where they all came from. I was in a special needs group with KJ, and she was a vile demon even in there. I believe she's going to be in jail in a couple of years. That's what my gut tells me, and it's the vision that I see. She's going to actually be in a real prison. I don't know what for, though. Thank you, Maria. When you play silly games, you win silly prizes. Guess what? If you think, Erica Genevieve, that I give a flying fuck about any of these stories or any of these people and what they're doing, you got another thing. You found the wrong fucking person. I don't even care about what's going on in my own backyard. So I don't even go out there. I'm not even interested. I think I have one more antibiotic to take. I'm done. Let me see if she'll give me a Z-Pack.
Do you guys remember what happened in November and why Molly is trying to conveniently distance herself from Erica? Well, Erica got outed as a liar. Penelope actually commented on other posts and said that they knew Erica was lying when she went up for the first exposure of me. But they were okay with it. But Erica continued to get messy, and it became a liability for Molly, and those emails were getting passed around. So she needs to get rid of Erica because Erica was causing problems for her. Erica was convenient to be around when she was muddy in the water or trying to confuse things and get everything. Goose is a mod for Molly and Justin.
Can you please give me a Z-Pack? Please, please, please. Please, please, please. I'll walk your dog for a month. Erica was ran off other platforms for doxing and hurting innocent people. Got caught and ran here. It's obviously something fucking wrong with her. Calling me up, talking about people I don't know who the fuck they are. And then she's telling me all this stuff. This person is actually this person. No, it actually isn't.
Goose and Erica are absolutely not one and the same person. Erica is a real person. Goose is a real person. Two separate individuals. Erica came from Facebook. She has been over there and on multiple different platforms causing problems. She got in with the extreme antis like EKC, that whole group of people. That's where she tried to make her home first. That's still where her home is. That's who accepts her and her crazy nonsense. And she has had this weird tried to mirror my content on my last exposure, and then this one, I wouldn't even call them exposures, but like it's just what's been happening. Erica is now rage posting again about me on multiple platforms, I think, but meanwhile, she's not on social media because she's got real life problems going on. She was rage posting all over the place this morning, curious, I guess. She's been doing all sorts of stuff, and I have no idea why. She's a non-factor in the story, and that's why it's really interesting, because she's in it because the reason why she's she's one of these ones that if you call her out and prove it, like this is what she's doing, like I did in the very beginning, from that point on, it has been nonstop trying to, everything I do has been a twist, a turn. Somehow she's becoming involved in it. Like, it's just insane.
You're wrong. And I don't care. Sorry. So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear because I think that this troll stuff is actually very annoying. And to be quite honest, I don't care who's a troll. I don't care what they do in their life. That's their choice. Oh God, have you not? All right, your ass isn't sore today, right? Your ass is not sore today. Go get a dicking. Blank screen. Blank screen needs some attention. What's the matter? Why don't you sit on one of these? Sit on one of these. Just sit on one of these and she'll go right up. I'm sure your ass will go suck it right up like that. Where it looks like an asshole in that movie, with Tom Cruise called War of the Worlds at the very end, where it's the alien and they're taking the humans and it looks like one big anus and it comes in and it scoops it back up. I think your ass cheeks can go like this and then poop it right up. And then it'll go all the way up into your chest, into your throat, and you'll be like, ugh. Hope I'm feeling better. I'm all right. I'll survive. I need a Z-Pack. Come on, girl. Hug me up. Hello, Sabrina. A dicking. You need a good hard dicking. Right in your ass. Just spread your ass cheeks. Grab one like this.
Blank Screen gets a daily shout out from her. Yeah, she's obsessed with Blank Screen. There's all that. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how she calls out all these other people. Meanwhile, these are all people from like her inner circle that she loved for a period of time that are just like her. Yes, top shelf, classy girl. That's for sure. For sure.
Grab the other one like this with your hand and just pull apart. He's gay for pay. I'll rock. I'll rock with you, honey. But I want to rock with you in person. I might have to slap you outside the fucking head a couple times. My American Akita? You have an Akita? Holy shit. You guys know what an Akita is? It's a dog. It's the biggest dog in history. Oh, they're coming to get the leaves. See? Hershey Leaf Company or some shit like that. What do they have? See them? See the lights?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Cleaning up all these fucking leaves. I'm gonna jump in the shower. I'm probably gonna do my hair. Probably. You met the meanest Akita once? Well, you better have mind your own business, close your eyes, turn around, and walk away. If you met the meanest Akita.
All right. That's the end of this one. Now, do you remember where we're going now, friends? We have to go on a little bit of a drive with Molly and Justin. Anybody remember this? Well, here you go. If you missed out on the drive to New Jersey, you're about to get a refresher. So this is when she supposedly was driving to Jersey and Justin was keeping her company, aka Spanky. And this is from his channel. Again, Justice for All, Justin for All, Spanky goes south. I don't know what you want to call it, but I don't think this exists anymore either.
Okay, they can hear you. They can hear you.
Yeah?
Yep, they can hear you.
Okay. Are you live?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So, how many people you got in there?
400 right now, I think.
400. Okay. So, here I am on the highway, driving myself to my mother's house, and I'm at the line between Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And I'm not feeling any anxiety at all. I'm actually feeling rather peaceful. But I'll tell you one thing. It really is pretty disgusting and pretty disturbing that anytime that I go over to my phone and think it's going to be someone in my family or my son or something important, it's just been more bullshit and more drama that I simply don't care about. Let me tell you something about Patreon, my Patreon, and what I'm doing, and people that want to complain all of a sudden about my Patreon.
Y'all, is it all coming back to you guys now? Hearing it all in reverse, like how she layered this in on top of it and how she goes from one situation to another. Like every time she gets called out on shit conveniently, oh my gosh, somebody's so sick or something tragic happens or she's sick or There's always something. Yes. Yes. You guys are remembering. Yes, cough drops are kicking in. Those damn cough drops. Exactly. Oh, Nick, you need your song. Okay, I got you. Baby, 'cause I'm a thug. Baby, 'cause I'm a thug. I just find it interesting because you listen to this in reverse and you're like, oh my gosh, look at all the different things. The things I missed throughout this. I'm like, she freaking told us all of this shit. All of it.
I've had my Patreon for years, and there's many people that have been inside of that Patreon for many years. There is no doxing going on. There is no harassment going on. And not up until the past couple of months.
Well, shit, you broke that real fast because I'm pretty sure there's been people doxed on your Patreon. But not only that, I think you just posted Queen Bee's photos in there this last week, and we're trying to shame her. So you don't do anything malicious in your Patreon. You're not concerned about losing your Patreon because you don't do anything vicious or vile or anything, right? So why are you concerned about it? Why all of a sudden are you concerned about your Patreon? Oh, because people are finally seeing what you actually do in your Patreon out front for everybody to see. Because that's everything you do in your Patreon. Hope, can they see the personal information of the whoever is in your Patreon? I don't have Patreon, so I don't know. But if the creator can get all of that personal information, but again, she gets their information because she mails them their pictures too. Or supposedly she's mailing pictures.
Have there been these little fights between little drama queens that they want to put up their personal messages and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, dude, I don't think you realize what this Patreon's for. That's not what we do here. And after I start seeing stuff like that, I start wondering to myself, like, what exactly do you think Patreon is? Do you think that it's a Discord where idiots go to harass each other and put sneaky little remarks and sneaky little plans?
Yeah, she absolutely did post Queen's picture in there. Yep, I posted it. I took out the picture, or I covered the picture, and then I sent it to Queen right away too on Facebook. But or I emailed it to Queen, and then I posted it on Facebook and blurred out the Facebook. Yep, she's done it to pretty much everybody.
Do things to each other. No, that's not what my Patreon is about. When you come into my Patreon, you're going to actually meet a lot of nice, lovely, classy ladies that have been there for many years. And there's been a lot of friendships that have been made inside that Patreon. And now people I don't like is the fact that I feel like my Patreon has been attacked in some ways. People, and I know who they are, have been giving screenshots and access to other people who won't pay the money to go see what's in there. And to be quite honest, it's not fair to the people that are in there. It's not fair to the people that have paid to be in there. And I don't believe that it should be exposed to the public. Now, I personally would never do that to somebody else.
Remy is 100% correct. She's been doing this for years. This is nothing new. That it's just been really, really heavy, I think, lately. But she absolutely posted Makeup Mobster's family in there. We've watched the clips of that. Like, she has done this for years. Same old song and dance, pattern of behavior. Absolutely, Remy. Agreed.
And I don't expect that shit to happen to the people in order for these people who have channels just want drama and they want to put out what's in my Patreon to make it look as if it's an unsafe place or that a lot of dirty shit goes down there. Nothing could be farther from the truth. That's not what my Patreon's ever been about. Right now, if you have canceled your Patreon because you needed to for this month, that is absolutely understandable. It's Christmas, but I'm actually seeing with a lot of proof people that are giving access to the Patreon out to other people. That is not cool. I think it's.
And just so you guys are clear, because I'm transparent with you about everything, I do not have access to somebody's Patreon to get in there and get posts. I'm sent them by multiple people, as I told you before. Not just one person in her Patreon sends me her posts. I only kind of use one person's because it's who I trust, but I get them from multiple places. Half the time I've wondered if they sent, certain people have sent them to me like as a kind of a setup kind of thing, but I get them from other people and I can verify a lot of the different posts, but I do not have access to it. And no, I will never pay a freaking dime to watch anything of Molly's. see anything, watch anything. Nope, sorry. There's enough out here. We don't need to be paying for that shit. She is dirty and won't get a dime. But I appreciate those who have stuck it out in there and continue to collect because it is important. But that also, I think it's against Patreon's terms and services, how she uses the platform.
Absolutely disgusting, and I have removed them. And that's up to me to remove them, and the others absolutely can stay. But I see that some of these people are a bit problematic, and all they want is to think that they're going to hurt me by going after my Patreon. That's not going to happen, because what's going to happen is I'm not going to post in there, and what I'm going to do is just go back and forth with each of them one by one and ask each of them in one big solid post that if you have anything that you want to say that's private and you don't want the public to see, then I suggest you don't put it here, because these low-life channels are really going out of their way to try to make it look like the Patreon is some sort of crack fest when I don't let losers and low-life into my Patreon. They don't last very long.
Sorry, just making sure you know I'm one of the loser channels that she likes to talk about because I do post her shit all the time and I don't feel bad one bit about it. Nope, sorry, not today, not tomorrow. Don't give a shit.
I don't want that kind of place. I don't want to be around people and confide in people that I think are just shitty people, and that's why they're all gone. You can have your opinion of me and how you think that I have changed. Well, guess what? You don't know what's going on in my head. You don't know unless I tell you. Okay? I'm sick, and I don't know what is wrong with me. My mother is sick, and I don't think she has a lot of time left. So therefore, being that I have a husband who is very much trying to keep me grounded and get back with the wife that he had met 20 years ago, I think is a wonderful thing. And
why would Adrian be trying to keep you grounded and get the wife back he had 20 years ago? That seems like an awfully very specific thing. Did he say that to you right before this, that he wanted his wife back from 20 years ago? I mean, I'm just really curious because this is a really weird buildup.
And I also have a son who comes before all of this shit. Now, I didn't have a problem with Patreon ever until these sleazebag channels think that they're just going to come on in and take all of these people that I earned off of my talent, my time.
Your local sleazebag performing. I don't think I've ever been called a sleazebag before. I like it. I think I could fit into that. Sleazy? Maybe.
My money and my energy. That's not right. I don't poach subs on other people's channels because I don't need to poach subs.
You don't ride the backs off of anyone, Marissa.
Sorry, I'm going to pause a lot, but hold on here. Wait, what? You don't ride the backs off of anyone? You sure have been riding the back of Dre. Spanky, you have too. You ride the backs off of tragedies. That's what you ride the backs off of.
What's that?
You don't ride the back off of anyone.
I never have and I never will. I don't ever go over to anyone's channel in order to say, hey, sub up to me. Oh, yeah.
She doesn't ever go over to anybody's channel. How many of you in the comment section have seen her in my comment section? Not once, but twice. But she doesn't go over to anybody else's comment section. I bet she's here right now. Jen, thank you so much. Thank you. Let me see. I'm going to play this.
All the bad bitches work. He like when I ride that.
Ride that. It needs to be longer. I wish they would let us have longer ones. But I'll play another one just for the hell of it. Cash, you don't think I could pull off sleazy? Probably not.
This is a good way for me to know. I've been working for it. And somehow, I guess that notion of working for your own channel has been lost. And I'm sorry that you or some people don't feel like, and I'm talking to these disgusting channels. And if you can't already see what they're trying to do, I've been doing this for years. And there's always going to be assholes that come around and think they're going to take what they think is owed to them. And it never happens. They always come back to me when they realize that the others are pieces of shit and when they get headaches from all of the drama. Okay? So right now, my Patreon is not the most important thing in the entire world. Right now, my family and my health is the most important thing in the entire world. And one person that I want to address is someone that ICU and I spoke with yesterday. There's a girl who just changed her name to Victim of Molly Golightly. And you will remember her as T-Sip and Mama. And I'm very happy because Justin knows exactly what the hell's going on. And ICU can jump on up and be a witness to what happened yesterday. Yesterday, T-Sip and Mama, right? I called her up and I said, hey, this is what I said to her. I said, hey, what's going on? How much money have you made off of Molly Golightly? And she says, not much. She has a website where she was making the tumblers and the zipper sweaters.
If you didn't hear this talked about and explained, T-Sip and Mama already explained all this situation. It's not what Molly makes it out to be for transparency in the beginning. So please, as you listen to this, understand that, of course, it's lies. T-Sip and Mama, again, I don't know what she sells. I don't know anything about her business, but this is intentional. Try to distract, try to destroy somebody's business who went against what she expected them to do.
Okay? And then she turns it around and says, oh, are you bringing this up because I had to cancel my Patreon for 1 month because I can't afford it because of Christmas? I said, no. What I'm bringing this up for is because you have been dropping links. She denies it. She denies that she's been dropping links to her little, I really wish that ICU would come on up because she was listening to it all. And this girl, T-Sip and Mama, had the nerve to start yelling at ICU yesterday and me. She was also crying and saying that she didn't make a lot of money on selling all this other stuff. Well, I hear different. I hear that she was making money, but she wasn't sending out the stuff. Now, let me tell you about how this started. I hired this girl, right? I initially sent her $300, and she's going to say to you, oh, I kept all the screenshots. Good for you, sweetheart. I'm glad that you kept the screenshots of everything that we thought, because you need to make, even though you were crying yesterday, that you need to somehow make yourself look better, even though you were crying, because I caught you. I asked you to design the merch. And what the problem was, and which everybody knows, and they saw it, was the fact that you claimed that you were a graphic designer, but you could not do high resolution.
Yes, I remember that.
Now you remember that. Yeah,
Yes.
hundreds. And ask the chat if they remember that.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a
damn. You've said it 1,000
damn.
times. I have this girl that can make this, but she can't do high resolution.
Absolutely. Well, guess what? She took my money anyway. And she did this big post on Facebook or whatever. Oh my God, I'm taking my family out to celebrate. We're working with Molly Golightly. Wonderful. So as the weeks go on and she's getting orders and people are buying from her, I don't know if they're getting their stuff. I tell her to send one of the sweaters to Robin Millette. And what she said was, she responded and said, I can't do it until my husband gets paid next Friday.
But didn't you give her $300?
I gave her money, absolutely, up front.
Well, isn't that what? I mean, I don't know what y'all's agreement was, but isn't that what she's supposed to do?
I wanted her to design it, and then what she did was, when I realized that she couldn't do high resolution, I mean, I have to say that did I expect her to give me my money back? Absolutely. She never offered it back, nor did she even offer to learn how to do it in high res. But she's going to say to you.
Nor does it really matter at the end of the day. Doesn't matter. People got their stuff. Molly wanted free product. Basically, she figured because she had this big channel, she was promoting her, she should get everything for free. That's how it boils down at the end of it. But she, I think, moves on pretty fast. If not, I will skip through some of this because it's really redundant. It's just another distraction technique. And this is how she does. If you go against what she says or come out with the truth or anything, she attacks on a level of personal and then business.
I have the screenshot where I told her to test it first. So therefore, the problem is me. So she has changed her name to Victim of Molly Golightly. I told her yesterday that people were complaining that they never got the stuff that they paid for. She says that she refunded them or some bullshit like that. I don't care. I do not like that she's dropping her link, and you can ask ICU. She was on the phone. When you click on her link, you can't find anything of Molly Golightly merch. Just some other junk and garbage stuff that she designed that we don't even know what the hell she's buying. So she says that she's a great friend and that I should trust her yesterday because she confided into me everything that Juju Positive was telling her. And
so what you're saying is when you clicked on, when she would drop the link in your chat room, like people would go to it and there would not be any Molly Golightly merch.
You couldn't see anything. We kept digging.
And you notice she took a jab at Juju right there. So again, you can kind of understand what she was doing here, trying to muddy the waters, trying to get everybody to focus on something else. You know, she's so sick, she shouldn't have to be dealing with any of this. Her mom's so sick, blah, 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 blah. Poor victim Molly.
Okay. And
I'm sure I see you. Keep on keeping on, no matter what. No matter what, all of these lies that are being said about me, which are ridiculous. I mean, it's a joke just even bringing them up. But here we go, where we got these channels that are saying that they're so fucking real, that they're so fucking thorough, that they're so 100% fucking, they're so fair, they're so down, I'm not down with liars, I'm not down
they don't
with
even show their
Molly,
face. They don't even show their face.
Yeah.
They're so
But
transparent.
you know what
Girl, I
somebody
open up everything in my life. I open up
This is before I was doxxed and showing my face, by the way, but I'm not the only one that they talk about, of course. But this was a big, huge thing because they were like, you know, poor them getting called out.
You don't even show your face.
Yo, you know what one of my Patreons said to me last night?
What?
Same shit Mallory said. So this, she goes, hey, Maris, she goes, all these new people, they don't know who fucking Alicia is, and nobody's got the receipts to call her out because of all the times that she has what? She's deleted her channel. That's the way. That's the reason Alicia's getting away with all the lies. It's because nobody can call her out because she deleted all her channels. Biggest fucking liar on the planet.
Think about where we left off in part 6. Think about what she was doing in part 6. Think about all the different names she has brought up and tried to muddy the water of all of this. Molly, where's the fucking money? We don't give a shit about all of your freaking fights with all these people on Facebook. Nobody gives a shit. Where's the money? Where's the fucking money? Where's the receipts? That's what we want to know. Where? None of this is going to stop. None of this is going to go away until something starts getting factual.
All these people are such freaking bullshit with their little fucking channels. You're not going to get anywhere with lying and trying to make shit up. And they're really saying some really disgusting defamatory statements. They really are. And they need to pull back on that because that actually backfires on you. That shit doesn't make me look bad. It makes you look like a fucking psycho. But that's okay. I let them keep going because eventually people are going to wake up and get tired of your fucking ass. Yapping and yapping and yapping and you ain't got shit to bring to the table. All they are people that are showing up to a potluck and they don't even bring a fucking dip. They don't bring a dip. They don't even bring a bag of chips to the fucking table. They got nothing.
Hell no, I don't bring a bag of chips. That's going to the store. I bring a homemade potato salad, a macaroni salad, the main course. I ain't no bag of chip and dip, bitch. No, I can actually cook, Molly. Can you? Anyways, I mean, we don't want to get into that. Kara, thank you so much. Let me play you a song. The bullhorn outside the courtroom, you might get that day. You might get that day the way they're headed. They've been really, really egregious on a lot of stuff. And oh, shoot. If I just kicked somebody's comment, I'm sorry if I did. I fat thumbed my phone. Sorry. Thank you again, Kara. I don't really, I think it takes a village. There's not going to be one person that leads anything with this. I think you can set a standard and continue to hold yourself to a standard. But as far as other people go, it's hard always, but it's going to take a village. And thankfully, we've got an amazing village of people over here.
It's sad. But I just want you to take care of yourself and be there for your mom.
I'm driving on the highway. I'm driving myself. In the dark. I've already hit New Jersey.
Well, I'm afraid you're really going to hit New Jersey.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not feeling any anxiety or anything. I'm actually feeling some. Honestly, all I can think about is my mother and what this is going to do to my stepfather and my little brother, and my sister is going to fucking lose her fucking mind. And just remember, like in my family, Justin, I'm the one everybody goes to for advice. I'm the one everyone shuts down. I have a very strong family, but when I speak, and it comes out, from the fucking heart. My family looks up to me because I have all the answers. And the thing is I am going to my mother's house now, and I'm going to be facing my stepfather and facing, my brother, and eventually my sisters are going to, get there. And I need to find out what my mother wants while they're keeping her comfortable, but she's not there yet. She can still walk.
Remember, November, they were keeping her comfortable. Again, I don't wish any harm on her mom, but I'm just trying to put the things on the field of where we are today, because from November to here, there's been some insanity that's continued on. I thought she couldn't drive because she was so sick, and now she's driving herself. I have questions, a lot of them, but I have no idea. Oh, thank you, Hope. Thank you.
You get what I'm saying? She can still talk. I gotta get over. I don't have, problems with my family members. I'm not one of those people that doesn't speak to their siblings and their parents. The only problem I've ever had, and my sister, is we just live way too far away, and it's always hurt my mother that since the time I'm 15 years old, I'm screaming from the bedroom, I can't wait till I'm 18, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I want more for my life. I want more. I want to keep moving. And, staying stagnant in one place is torture and shit like that. That's how I've always lived my life. And my mom hates that, she doesn't have access to her grandson at any time, or access to her other grandchildren, because we keep moving and moving and moving and moving, and when she found out that we were going to be moving to London, she was losing her fucking mind. And that's one of the problems that I'm dealing with, is all of this time and all of these years, and Jake's now being 16, and Jake's going to be going to see Grandma this weekend while I'm in Boston. Adrian said that he'll bring him over to Grandma's house to see her and everything like that, while she can still talk. So to tell you what, I don't know if I can even be there for, I don't know if I'm ready to be there for her to fall apart and not recognize me. And I have Patreons that have, they're taking care of their mother that have, dementia or Alzheimer's, and I try to understand where they're coming from and how hard that is. And I can't imagine my mom looking at me and saying, "Who are you?"
Mm-hmm.
And everything being erased. But I haven't also gotten to that point. And I'm not one of those people that, I usually worry until that bridge,
right,
is needed to be crossed. But all of these thoughts are going through my head, and I'm glad that you called, and I'm glad that you told me about all this bullshit going on, because it's nonsense.
Isn't it funny how she just says again that thank you for calling me and letting me know this is all going on. But at the beginning of this, she said that her phone's going off nonstop. Spanky's not involved in the drama, Molly. I don't know how he's calling you and telling you about any of it. He doesn't know anything that's going on. Haven't you listened to him? He doesn't pay attention to any of the drama. He won't watch any of that. Come on. He's so above that. I don't know what you're talking about over here, because hello, that's not factual. Justin doesn't watch it. You just said your phone's blowing up nonstop with all the drama. Oh, well, is it blown up from Spanky? I mean, just curious. Where's the money, Molly? Hey, K-Dub, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a good night. I appreciate your support. And yeah, thank you so much. Let me play. Oh, well, baby, 'cause I'm a thug. Baby, 'cause I'm a thug. If you don't understand the whole Mrs. Doubtfire thing and the thug thing, it's because they call me Mrs. Doubtfire, and I joke around about the whole thug thing all the time. So anyways, it's nothing to do with anything significant. It's just a joke over here, but it's kind of became just a little thing that we do. So they call me Mrs. Doubtfire like it's supposed to offend me. It doesn't. I actually love Mrs. Doubtfire, so it is what it is.
In the grand scheme of things, shame on these people. Shame on them. Because I'll tell you one thing: if the day ever comes where their mother is almost at the finish line, my heart will break for them. And the least that I could ever do is just back the fuck off. Just shut the fuck up.
So that was her using the attempt of, my mom's sick, I don't think she has much longer. Please back the fuck off, from all of us that were calling her out on her bullshit. Again, this was in November. This is when she once again thought that, this was going to take the heat off of, all of the wrongdoings, blah, 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 blah. Cash, do you get that vibe over here? I wonder why. Again, we don't hate Molly. It's not about Molly. It's about her behavior and how she harms these tragedies and their families. Unfortunately, I wish Molly could see that Molly could change this behavior, but she doesn't want to. She's had years and she loves it. She's perfected it as an art. she likes to say you've got to read the book of Art of War. Molly, maybe you should actually read that book because you obviously have not.
Well, can you keep your mouth shut for a fucking week, or is that just too much to fucking ask?
It's not, Marissa. You know, you're going, and it's, you know, just, it's going to get worse before it gets better, but you're going through one of the hardest times in your life. You're getting ready to, and you have to take care of yourself, and I'm
okay. I'm wearing the most beautiful white satin cargo pants with silver heels, and my hair is done. I got a beautiful new turtleneck on. I want my mom to see me the way that she always sees me.
So she deserves a week vacation because she did all this shit to other people. Can you imagine if she would have given Dre a week of peace without stirring up some shit in their story? Can you imagine if she would have given anybody else that same grace that she expects? Fucking ironic, isn't it? She expects the grace that she herself refuses to give other people. Got it.
And isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
And if you don't know that, that's pretty much our theme song over here because all this shit is extremely ironic and usually really fucking hypocritical.
And she's still, you know, talking, and I'm going to stay there, and we're going to talk all night. And I feel a lot better. You know, I put some makeup, you know, in my bag and stuff like that, you know, to present myself, you know.
Good.
I don't want to show up to a house with a ponytail and sweatpants. I just don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to look worn down. You know, you don't want her to worry about you.
No, I feel like if I present myself in a strong visual way, that it'll be harder to break me down emotionally.
Break her down emotionally, but that's her game. That's what she tries. She tries to deploy the real life tactics, all of that stuff to break somebody down when they start to call her out. That's exactly what she does to other people every freaking time. It's maddening to listen to her. It is absolutely maddening to hear her say this shit. And it's actually kind of comical too, because she is so disconnected with reality. And a part of you has to feel bad because it's like we know it's not going to end up good. We know there is no place for this to go that's going to end up in a good spot. Unfortunately, this does not last. People like this, they can't keep it up forever. Their gigs always catch up to them. And unfortunately, that's kind of the moment she's living in. And this is the reality check and has been for months that she keeps deflecting from. And it's because finally communities from all over are speaking up and saying enough is enough. The history, 5 years of her claiming to be out here. This is what she's done to families, exploiting them, going after their tragedies and their hardest times. But yet she expects a week grace because her mom is sick. Think about that. She has exploited these tragedies in their very worst moments time and time and time again, but she expects a week grace and an $18,000 paycheck. Don't forget. Thank you, Anita. Thank you so much. And I always say that because the more money that everybody talks about, there's always problems with money. It always comes into it. So that's one of my thank yous, of course. And then here's your other one. Thank you, Anita.
All the bad bitches work. He like when I brought there.
Hey, Rachel. I'm glad to see you. Oh, I love that you guys got your little badge things that you guys can use. I like that. I know. I wish they were longer. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for being here. Rachel, thank you. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you're not working this weekend and get some relaxing time at least. All right, let's get back into it. We're going to get through this, and then we're probably going to call it a night on this one. We'll pick up again. We probably won't pick up timeline pattern stuff again until Monday. We might be live. I might be live over the weekend with something fun or relaxing, but pattern won't probably be till Monday, but we're going to get through the rest of this one. Unless you guys got to go. If you guys are good for a little bit longer, we'll continue.
Yeah. And that's what I would tell anybody that needed my advice with something like this. I mean, I'm on my way to spend the last moments with my mother in my whole life. You know, my mother not only gave birth to me, But my mother stuck around and raised me. And sure, I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth. But
what the hell kind of backhanded comment was that? And you know how many people, yes, happy, happy, happy. Say that louder. Do you know how many people in this chat right now take care of loved ones, are caregivers to loved ones on a daily basis, that live this life, that walk this walk? You talk the talk. You've never walked the walk. There's people that talk the talk and walk the walk. They don't have breaks. They come to YouTube for relaxation, something uplifting, trying to do something good, because that's what they do. They try to help other people. You seem to not know a single thing about that. This is all about helping you. It's sad. She did say that she would not exploit her mom's illness, and this is exactly what she's freaking doing.
She really did have that. And on top of that, she was a real class act. I mean, she had such a colorful life. And, you know, for a woman.
Yorkshire, I'm really sorry to hear that. That's unfortunately, that is something that we try to talk about and make sure that people understand is suicide is very tragic and it affects everybody. And the way that they have talked about this the entire time and people's tragedies and illnesses and stuff is, if it's anybody else but them, it's just, they're horribly vile about it. No understanding, no empathy, no sympathy whatsoever. But when the shoe's on the other foot, they expect all of it in return. Again, sorry about your loss, and anybody else that has lost anybody to suicide, cancer, any of it. Grief is a horrible thing. And again, my heart goes out to all of you.
Woman that went through hell with my father and then wound up getting married to a guy that treats her like an actual queen. You know, my mom's only been with 2 men in her entire life. And my mother has always been the person that knows exactly how I feel when it comes to my intuition and my thoughts and the feelings that I get. She tells me all the time, stay away from this person, stay away from this is bad, this is bad. And I got to figure out a way to keep that connection when my mom is no longer here. How do I keep that?
Not for nothing. I'm really sorry about the loss of your mom too. Would you prefer me to fast forward through some of this? If you would, I absolutely will. If this is triggering to anybody, I absolutely will fast forward through it, because at the end of the day, it's none of this. We all know she's a liar. We have all seen it time and time again. None of this is worth triggering or upsetting anybody else. Yes, I think we see a very, very obvious pattern here that she uses it every time the water gets a little hot, but okay, it doesn't bother you. Okay. Just making sure. I don't want to for anybody to ever feel like they have to sit through it either, because I know it is upsetting. Yes, it is, Cash. Agreed. Life is triggering. Everybody has different triggers. It is. Like, and I think we become desensitized and can miss a lot of things because this is emotional for a lot of people. They can connect to many different parts of it. And then we overlook, like, oh, this was obviously right in front of us. She's exploited other people's pain and sympathy. Time and time again, that's what she does to her audience. She uses these emotional manipulation tactics to exploit her audience. She uses their sympathy, their empathy to get them to open up their wallets. She is damn good at it. It's like a perfected art she's got.
How do I, you know what I mean? How do you keep that, Justin? How do you keep it?
It's unexplainable, but you do. You just do. It's the same way you can't explain it whenever you're when they're here, really.
I mean, my sister is not going to be okay. My brother is not going to be okay. And my mother is so worried. And I know why she's worried. She's worried about the grandkids. She's worried about her husband. And I'm telling you, my stepfather who raised me since I'm 3, I know that he is going to go within a year of my mother, because they're just so close. They're so close. And I'm very worried about that. Like the whole dynamic of, what episode is this? All right, I need to get over. So I should be at my mom's house, and oh my God, I hate this ride. I need to find an airline that does back and forth from Harrisburg to Newark. Holy shit. If anybody can find that out for me, that would be awesome. Shit. See, that's why you need a fucking assistant, dude. That's why you need one. To find out shit like that, you know? And I kind of got one, but she's still not here. I'm like, fuck.
It'll get us.
You guys were just asking about an assistant. She starts to talk about it a little bit. She's talked about the assistant, but I haven't seen the assistant show up. I wonder what happened there.
You know, I mean, I remember when I got that stupid credit card, the black Visa, and it had 24-hour concierge service. And all you do is you got fucking, it's basically Siri, but for your personal needs. Wherever you are, 24 hours a day. I need that. Like, oh my God, like, where can we find direct flight? Because all it does is you go up and you go down. They don't even give you a sip of water. They go up and they say, just stay there and see. Don't go to the bathroom. Just stay here. And then boom, you go right down. And you're here. Holy shit on a shingle.
Oh, thank you, Gator Hater. Appreciate you very much for your super. Gator Hater. He said, "You're a great friend. We all need a Justin in our lives." In our super chat.
Oh, Justin. Yes, Justin's been great. You want to know something? There've been lots of people that I've met on YouTube. You know how many people told me that they were friends, that they were real friends to me? I remember when Tiffany used to say, "Don't worry. If we ever have a problem, I'll go to you first. I won't go live with it." And she did exactly that. Everyone that I give a chance to, look what I did for Robin.
But you know something I've never said to Marissa, and because I think it curses your relationship. You know, the people always say, "I'll never fuck you over." I've never said that to Marissa, because when people say that, I'm like, they're gonna fuck me over.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, that's an automatic. You're going to fuck me over.
You remember when Justin was saying, "I trust you, Marissa," and I was like, "Well, I don't 100% trust you."
Yeah.
But this is the thing: these people have watched me go through these little friendships, and they've watched me get fucked over and over. And some people, yeah, they can use the excuse and say, "Hey, Marissa must be the common denominator." But it's like Justin always says, what exactly did Marissa do to you? Yeah. And then they don't have an answer. So how could I possibly? Because trust me, listen, I'm not a narcissist. I don't think that my shit don't think. I don't think that I'm all that in a bag of freaking Doritos. I'll tell you one thing.
Did she just say she's not a narcissist? I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I can't clinically diagnose her. But did she just say she's not a narcissist? I had to go get chapstick.
If I knew that there was something that needed to be changed and twerked in my personality, I would do it. I don't think that I'm better than anybody. I would change it. I would drastically change any sort of personality flaw. But no, I've given 100% given my best to any friendships that I have made on the YouTube. But the thing is it's very hard to be loyal, as everybody. They just want so much to have this loyal. I mean, look what just happened to Diane and Randy.
Oh my God!
I didn't see that coming. I mean, Randy.
Do you remember in the last part where we left off and they were talking about Diane and the St. Jude and Mallory came into play? Remember that piece? And she kind of started to kick up the drama with the drama community and intentionally kind of made things kick off over there. Yeah, well, she brings it up again. She's like a broken record. She continues to remind us what she's pulling. She's continuing to remind us of all of the distractions she's tried to use. Thank you for joining the cabana. Welcome, Nomad Mama.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
It should say, welcome to the cabana. We've got crazies all around. And they're not wearing their floaties.
was like the bestest friends in the world, supposedly, to Diane. And then because Diane wanted closure and Randy couldn't handle the backlash, that's why she followed the leader. I have to say, I'm not a fan of Randy at all. I think she's a fucking moron with an IQ of a fucking Pringle. And I don't even know why Diane ever fucking became friends with her. And you want to know something? It is a fact that Wendy, their third wheel, is an absolute con artist. She's a manipulative fucking con artist. And sometimes I have to wonder with Diane.
Wait, is she talking about Wen here? Is that the Wendy she's talking about? My OGs? Is that who the hell she's talking about? Because if she's talking about Wen, the hell? Happy out, I know. Oh my God. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Yep. Wow. Listen to this shit. This is the whole St. Jude kickoff. This is why the St. Jude shit. This is why she kept bringing that up, y'all. Okay. Yep, because the Diane, the panel, the St. Jude, all of that. Exactly. Okay. I always get the Wendy's confused, and because I don't know people from the drama community that well, there's just so many. So I'm always like, am I right on that? Oh, goodness. Okay. Thank you for verifying that, y'all.
How she would even get herself involved with those two.
Yeah.
And say, oh, these are my besties, these are my no, hell fucking no. I'll never get wrapped up in that shit again. And as far as heels on the ground goes, you know what? I don't believe that heels on the ground is built on our friendship. I don't.
No.
It is not built on friendship. It is built on passion for victims.
Yeah.
Period. Listen, I don't get.
Heels on the Ground is built off of a bunch of lies and a fake name to begin with. Heels on the Ground is designed around a fake name with a bunch of bullshit. Heels on the Ground is hoof clicks and grazing bins. That's it. It's like taking a trip to the farm. That's what hooves on the ground, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, it's designed around exploiting tragedies.
Get along with Betty sometimes, but I'm going to tell you one thing: the passion is there, the realness is there. She may have fucked up and thought that she was going to take everything that was mine and thought she was going to handle this shit on her own, and she went in the hard way, and she apologizes in her own ways. And today, I was telling Justin about an hour or so ago, I went over and I saw that she texted me a picture of a shirt that a woman in Rogersville made all of us with the high heels and our names in it and stuff like that. And they're at their destination, and they're Olivia and Andra are onto something which they believe is good and helpful. And I when she sent me that picture, I kept mine. I still have mine. And I said, I responded to the picture and I said, you better fucking believe it. Heels on the fucking ground. Go out there and earn your fucking views. Go out there and be a voice for these fucking kids. Doesn't matter what they call us, tragedy fans, tragedy hoes, tragedy tricks. I think it's fucking great. Let's take that fucking negative and fucking just own it. Own it. But they are out there and they are fucking earning those clicks. And you want to know something? Andra and Olivia have to be prepared for all these little losers that want to ride off of their coattails as well. Because you want to know something? They're making just as much money as the one that's sitting behind a computer.
What the hell are you talking about? You all rode Olivia's coattails. Like, can we get honest here for a moment? That's a little ironic. You guys rode Olivia's coattails and you're talking about people riding you. Oh, I think that's why you sold your soul and went back with Betty. Your followers weren't even happy about that, but you saw opportunity. Let's not call it what it isn't.
They're not moving a fucking inch. They go to the refrigerator, to the fucking supermarket, and back to the refrigerator and back to their fucking computer. How is that even fair? Yeah. You want to know something? If me and Mallory want to choke each other, that's one thing. But I'll tell you one thing. I had no idea that she had the passion for true crime. Yes. I never knew that she was into it.
When I saw the emotion in Mallory's eyes, like I knew that she actually really cared, and it was a different part that I'd never seen of Mallory. And I think Mallory handles her grief and everything through humor, and
absolutely. I don't think a lot of people understand that. And the thing is with Heels on the Ground, just like in interviews and stuff like that, for interviews' sake, why are you guys doing this as a team? Well, for me, my answer is I've never felt more alive than being out there with Jonathan and Andra and being a voice for that poor girl, Gabby Petito, and then seeing Brian Laundrie's sister come out the next day. Why? Because I was out there giving that sister the facts on how her life will never be the same again. I put myself in her shoes. I put myself in Kathy Laundrie's shoes, and I told her what to expect. And it was hard, and it was tough, because you really have to have fucking balls to sit there with the feds watching you, with the police watching you. You got all these friends, you got news crews.
Oh yeah, she was in such a dangerous position. What? She is so delusional. This is sorry for you that just ate.
Picking up whatever they want, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's recording, and you're still out there yelling, and you're still out there demanding? Oh, no, I never felt more alive. And I felt like I met my people when I met Andra, when I met people like ICU. You don't have, listen.
Oh, you definitely met your people. That is for sure. You met your people. You met your trash bag, hefty, cinch sack, garbage pail kids. Yeah, you met your people. That is for sure. You guys got your uniforms. You identify yourselves. You got your press badges. You definitely met your people. Not people I'd be proud, but okay.
ICU doesn't have to yell to be part of the Heels on the Ground. She's been in Heels on the Ground. She's been a huge help.
It takes
enormous.
It takes a lot to run it all.
It takes a lot to dox the hell out of people and send emails around with people's private information, doesn't it? Doesn't it, ICU? It does take a lot to run the back end of it, because anybody that criticizes you, your job is to seek and destroy, right? With all their personal information, their private information. I would really hate for the day that any of her devices ever got seized, because I can't imagine the amount of private information on their devices of people's. I really cannot. And I would hate to see any of their devices get seized ever, because it would be a shit show. Can you imagine all the personal information in those things? Private information, people's photos, kids' photos, families' photos. Like, they dig deep.
You know, it really does.
I can't do it on my own. Nope. I can't do it on my own, and Andrew couldn't either. Why do you think she reached out and said, Melissa, I really need you to come down here. I really need you to come down here. I really could use you. And I'm like, I'm not really doing that story. I know Justin is, but I just didn't want to get on a bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? And last night, people were leaving some comments on.
There you go again. She just admitted that she didn't go to Georgia for the Quentin Simon story. She didn't want to jump on that bandwagon. But there was other incentive for her to go to Georgia.
On the girl that was beat up in Mexico and left for freaking dead for a maid to find her.
No.
Chihuahua. And you want to know something? People are saying, oh, well, other people are talking about it. You want to know something? She deserves a video from Molly Golightly, who has 80,000 subscribers. Because you want to know something? Bailey Sarian and the rest of these people are not being a voice for her.
Yeah, they don't.
And you want to know something? Yeah, you can get 10 to Life or whoever to do a video that has more subscribers. But guess what?
You like the little name drop there of her buddy old pal that put out some misinformation too? I still have not gone back and watched the full recap of her newest video, because it's just not even worth it. It's not worth it, because fighting the battle of every single piece of misinformation is we're never going to get anywhere doing that. So sticking to this is absolutely important, but it's interesting how she put that player on the field too.
I'm the one that's in touch with big media, okay? I'm the reason why big media was even interested in talking about Quentin.
Lisa, this is from November. This is after they returned from their Georgia trip. You'll notice she takes credit for media being involved in that story too.
Simon, do you think that Court TV just decided out of random that it was a story? No, I was on Vinny's ass.
Yeah, he was calling.
Then you put this baby on. That's what you do. We need something, and God knows they're always looking for a fucking tragedy, right? To talk about, and it's Court TV. We're not at court. We're not at court. So don't ever fucking say that I'm not doing my part to get these babies' names out there, get these victims out there. But in the grand scheme of things, I get it. When people say, Marissa, what are you really doing? Well, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm actually getting their name out. But guess what? In the grand scheme of things, what am I doing? Nothing. Because guess what? Quentin Simon is going to be yesterday's news. And to know that that poor baby is yesterday's news in the eye of the public and in this world, I just wanted that little baby to mean something and at least have some sort of mark in his life. And that's what I had the power to do. I made it so that people know who Quentin Simon is. That's what I did. And that was what I wanted to do. And people are getting on me in the comments saying, yeah, well, you didn't find him. That wasn't my job. And it's not my job to prevent it. I can go out there, Justin, we can go out there and protest CPS all over the fucking country. But what's it gonna fucking do if nobody's fucking listening and these laws are not fucking changing? Guess what? Betty has the fucking power. Jonathan and Betty have the power to fucking put laws in action for the future. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? Why wouldn't Betty and Jonathan and people like me and you know, that could actually do something and maybe something great come out of this? A law put into place, a federal law.
We're beating the streets trying. That's, you know, that's all.
Yeah, there might be laws that come out of this. Let's hope. Let's hope that there's laws that come out of what they do. I mean, I'm on the same page. I can get behind that. I'm all for laws getting put in place because of what they do. Absolutely. 100% behind laws and legislature getting put into place. Dexter is too. He even sat up for that. He even perked his ears up for it. He says, let's go, bitches.
We can do at least.
Roma was not built in a day. And I'm sorry that I did not find that baby. And God bless the first responders and the searchers that had to find the pieces of that baby. And we give them no credit.
You're right.
But no, what gets glorified? An asshole who wants to send someone down to a baby's memorial and the home where the baby lost his life and was treated like shit by its own grandmother and its own mother. And you send a clown and a bunch of fucking crackheads to videotape the people down there that are innocent and getting arrested. We put our asses on the...
Again, self-reflection. Her jaw was across the street before she even arrived on the scene. So she's just telling you when she arrived, what the scene looked like.
Line. Me and Justin and friggin' Mallory, we could have all been arrested for nothing. That's wrong. We had a right to be there. That in itself should have turned people off. But no, it's okay. Let's reward this fucking grandma and tell her she's a fucking hero. Just the way they licked fucking Candace Blythe's pussy. When they didn't like it when I told her fucking off right to her face in front of the fucking cops. Then all of a sudden, oh, poor Dawn and Candace. That Molly Golightly, she's such a fucking cunt. Yeah, I'm a cunt. Yeah, you'll never see fucking Jake with bruises on him or malnourished.
That is true. Every time we go somewhere, they always sympathize with the abuser. A lot of people do.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like now, nobody's gonna know exactly where Olivia and Andra are. No one's gonna know what we're up to in a couple of weeks. And that's the way it is because people just want to sabotage the work that we are doing. But it's funny how the crackheads wouldn't follow us. The junkie crackheads, they won't follow us over to the police station or the jail. But the news crews would, right?
Yeah.
Did you see those news crews? Mm-hmm. Why were they following us everywhere we went?
Yeah.
We didn't need to stand at that house. We were over at the DA. Do you think that Tiffany and all these little fucking creator people that are in true crime, you think that they're going to walk into the DA's office? Get the fuck out of here. And you want to know something? You don't like my personality? You don't like the way I do it? Fine. Guess what? I'm not Penn to Life or any of these other Daily Sarian storytellers. No.
Everybody does it their own way, Marissa. Everybody does it their own way.
You want to know something? I think my way is the fucking best. I like it. I like getting right in their face and saying, you are kidding no one. You fucking demented piece of shit.
Well, it's the best, it's best for you and what suits you and your platform, so.
How many times, Justin, how many times are the people, ask your audience, how many times you've been sitting there and you're watching the video, you're watching the news and you find out, some woman went a little nuts on drugs and she took her baby inside of an oven. And you want to throw things at the TV and you want to fucking curse and you want to do this and you want to do that. Guess what? I'm getting up, leaving my house, going to that bitch's house and going into her face. Why the fuck would you do this, you fucking demented cunt?
Yep.
I'm doing it for you. That's not a bad thing.
I don't think it is. I mean,
and you want to know something? Hey,
no.
Cash, Molly's making me sound like Mother Teresa today. What the hell is going on here? I'm with you on that. I honestly, this is one of the worst I've heard her. This is probably the worst I've heard her, but it's because she was desperate. So end of November, if you go back and look at all the moving pieces at the end of November, there's a lot of very telling things that were happening. They're still trying to cover up and make excuses for the death hoax.
Marissa, what? Become a victim's advocate. Too easy. Marissa, why don't you get into law? Too easy. No, I like it my way. I don't want a boss. Marissa, why don't you just become a real journalist and work for a real news station? No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I like cursing and showing up when people don't fucking expect it and scaring the fucking shit out of them and letting them know they're not getting away with this.
Yeah.
I like it my way. I like it my way.
Yeah, I like.
And that's the thing.
Bailey.
Nothing you do your way. You do it your way.
Yeah, I do. I do it my way. But please don't worry about anything, Marissa. Take care of yourself and your mom and stuff.
I have to say, that little fucking mitten mama, with the way that she's trying to twist shit, like she's a fucking victim. How much money did you fucking make from it?
Is it Mitten Mama? Hold on. Is it Mitten Mama or Tea Sippin' Mama?
Not Mitten Mama. Oh, shit.
See?
Oh, my God. Names, they're all the same. I love Mitten Mama. Tea Sippin' Mama. That's the one. She changed the name to Victim of Molly Golightly, I was told.
Well, they said she was in here a minute ago, and she had changed her name back, I think.
Oh, she changed her name back. Yeah. Well, yesterday she was crying, wanting forgiveness. How much money did you make off Molly Golightly? And then she says, oh, not a lot. Yeah, what's not a lot?
Marissa, I was in Lowe's when y'all were on the phone with them, but I did hear the phone call for the most part. And you, at the very end, you said, take care of yourself. Don't worry about it. It's, just chill out and everything. And she's like, okay.
Yeah,
and everything was fine. And today she says, victim of Molly Golightly.
Yeah. So go join the fucking club.
You was very nice to her. You said, all right, just chill out. Whatever. It is what it is.
She was bawling her fucking eyes out, right? Was she not bawling her eyes out?
Yes.
To the point where we couldn't even understand her.
Oh, I heard her call you an ICU cunt, a cunt or something like that.
She did. She cursed out ICU for no reason, and she cursed me out. And I'm thinking, this is what I get for giving you an opportunity to make money? This is how you treat me?
Yeah, and you gave her $300 for, to...
And it wasn't in the beginning. Just for her to make a design.
Right. And asked
her,
and asked her to send one sample.
Yep.
One sample.
To Robin, and she wanted more money. Yeah. And then people lately have said, yeah, I never got my stuff.
I love how he doesn't pay attention to the drama, didn't really hear the conversation, but he's filling in the pieces of the story for her to remember. Goodness gracious. Spanky, you are co-signing so much shit. It's not even funny. It's actually gross to see you condoning this.
I never got my stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then for the past couple of weeks, people have been saying, Marissa, what's up with that fucking link? When you go there, there's nothing on her fucking site that says Molly Golightly.
Mm-hmm. And what did she say about the reason there wasn't nothing up there with Molly Golightly?
I don't know what I asked her. Well, that's what
she said. She said she didn't have the money to change the website.
She said she couldn't afford the website.
Yes.
She said, I can't afford Patreon. I can't afford Justin's Patreon. I said, that's fine.
That's fine.
Because I can't afford to keep up my website.
And that's the thing. If you're going to make something for someone, you got to be able to advertise, or people don't know.
I did say to her, listen, sweetheart, you got to have money to make money.
Yes. You got to have at least a little to start out with to make your stuff.
If anybody takes anything from this, please take away the fact that unless you plan on just giving her everything and not getting self-promotion, not having anything, unless you have a contract, don't get into business with these people. Come on.
So.
I mean, this is fucking getting really ridiculous now. I asked her to send one fucking sample. And she's like, well, those get paid. Dude, come on. For fuck's sake. And now she's a fucking victim. It's such bullshit, Justin. And I'm so glad that you and ICU get to see how these people fucking work. Just, if you think it won't happen to you, get a little bigger. You'll see. People want to fucking use you and use you and use you and use you.
Yes.
The fuck out of here. I can easily go fucking blank and not give these bastards a thing to fucking talk about. And they're all gonna go fucking broke. All of them, and they fucking know it. And we'll be like, oh, let's go through her old videos. We're gonna have to go through her old videos. The fuck out of here.
If you would actually be quiet for a week, it would be really appreciated because I could get a lot done. Because yes, we will continue to go through your old videos and show the pattern of your vile, horrible, despicable, exploiting behavior. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You put it out here. It's just on a public platform, right? All's fair in love and war. Oh, wait, you didn't read your Art of War book? Oh, wait. You don't even know how to war? But you're warring with somebody? Who are you warring with? The demons in your head? That's what you're warring with, Molly. You're not warring with anybody else. You're warring with the fact that you know the gig's up. People see it for what it is. People continue to see it for what it is. It's been happening time and time again. Everybody just happened to finally mesh in one point in time and all hell's breaking loose. And here you go. You don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I get it. Hey, Pugs.
Molly go Wiley's drunk and I drunk. She's in a downward spiral. Okay, the downward spiral. I'm drinking and I'm on fucking drugs. Okay. Gotcha. I didn't know I wasn't 21 and I didn't know that I was a chauffeur and had to fucking or a cab driver where I'm driving people around. If I want to have a fucking drink, I will. But now I just know that if I'm going to have a drink, don't go live ever again. That's it.
Yeah.
If they want to act like that, then you know what? It'll be like my little arrest video. They'll just talk about it for 4 years fucking straight.
Yeah. Wow.
Stay with me for a couple more minutes. I'm almost there.
You're good. Of course. You always, when I'm driving, you always stay with me.
I do. But this motherfucker don't drive itself, motherfucker.
you know,
I still think about that and laugh because she said that about, I'll just never drink on camera. And then she went to Florida and gets snatched. I mean, more power to her, whatever. She is over 21 and allowed to do it. But she makes these statements like, I'll just never do it again. I'll never do it. And then she goes and does it like a couple of weeks later. And it's like, okay, well, sorry. You put it out there once again.
What hurt me the most out of everything was Nicole.
What?
Nicole.
Nicole?
Yeah.
Ready to smell them?
Yeah.
What? I know, and I'm doing it. And well, actually, me, Andrea, Olivia, we're all doing a big meet and greet in Biloxi, Mississippi. I guess we're not going to see her there. Oh, well, again, what disappointed you the most? I don't even know. She hasn't talked to me in weeks.
Ever since that thing happened with House of Williams and all of that, I have tried to call her multiple times, and she's like, I will never, ever leave you or anything like that. And
oh, yeah, the same thing to me, too. It's all right. It's all right.
This is the thing. This is the thing. It's like, well, to me, it's not. That's not the point. It's like you're not even up for communication. Like I've literally called you at least 5 times.
That's fine. Let them go. Let them go. Just let them go. Justin, just let them go.
Yep,
don't beg. Don't chase. Let them all fucking go. They will come back.
Well,
they'll say no. You never go back. That's not how it goes. We're doing this way too long.
That hurt the most for me.
That's a disappointment. But guess what? Justin, if you're going to be on this fucking ride, expect it. And don't trust anybody. I tell everyone, don't trust anybody on fucking YouTube. You just can't.
Nux actually, I was actually like, I liked Nux. I thought she was hysterical when she'd get on panel with them. I actually enjoy listening to her at times. I was disappointed, of course, because of the narrative that was being spun. But again, a lot of people didn't know. But I enjoy her. I find her to be actually pretty funny. Her and Devious together is it's a good time. But you can see that when people start to see there's problems here, they're doing exactly the same thing, then it's, oh, poor us. No, what about what you do to other people? They don't want to take accountability.
You just can't do it. And it's sad.
Yeah.
That's why I try not to get too close to these people. And I like them, and I have great conversations with these Patreons. And I call you and I tell you, I'm like, oh my God, please join the Patreon. She's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you will. You'll meet great people that have amazing stories. But, you know, sometimes if you're just not live enough for them or on there 24 hours, then people just want to poison stuff on your name. And a lot of these people, where the bullshit comes in, is that they know that these people are lying. They know it. That's what is disgusting. That's what's disgusting.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because guess what? In the end, I always win. Because all these drama channels, they never go anywhere, and they never fucking make money ever. They might make a little bit here and there, and then boom, people are over there.
People get tired of the negativity. Like, people want to laugh, too. You know, and people want to learn. They don't want just constant drama. It's too much. I'm
not into it. That's why I ignore it. I don't want these fucking people around me. So I keep saying, judge me by the people I avoid. And the ones that walk away, let them fucking go. There's a reason. Let them go.
Veronica, no, with that whole thing, it's really interesting because you notice how she called you out because you had just walked away from her and Mallory. And so she continued to point you out of that situation. That's very telling for me because she continued to point you out because you had just walked away from them. And yeah, I see what you said. Definitely. I understand. I think I see more of that though in the whole pieces of it, and I think other people are seeing it too. Like, she intentionally, when she wants people to look a certain direction, she absolutely tells them to look that direction. Like, she will absolutely put the focus on those people.
Yeah.
I got way too many. I'm not gonna lie though. When I was up like, whoa, 230 fucking Patreons, something like that. And I'm sitting there like, dude, in a huge panic. I was like, what am I, wait a second, holy shit. Am I even gonna get, I don't even have time for all of this. It was a little bit too much, I have to say.
Yeah.
It was almost like I was a little.
No, Nicole was in chat in the last couple of days and stuff, but she is not calling me. And Nicole called me very often, and I've called her several times. And
she out there like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, hey, I haven't heard from you, and I haven't seen you.
She hasn't made time for it. She hasn't made time for what she used to make time for. Is all I'm saying.
All right, well then go. Then let her make her own time, and let her go hang out with whoever. I don't care.
So
it is what it is. Justin, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal.
That one I do take personal because I really.
I like it too. Absolutely, I like it too. But guess what? If we're not enough drama for some of these people, they go on their own way. I like it too. It's just that it's fine. It's fine. She's a lovely, funny lady. I thought she was a little too good to be true because she was so fucking funny. I was like, this lady for real. I was like, this is the funniest fucking woman I've ever seen.
Yeah, she's amazing.
There's a lot of people in there that are making it. So I think I will let my Patreons know that not to expect that much from me, being that there's a saboteur, and I don't deserve that shit. If you want to know what's in my Patreon, fucking pay the money like everybody else does. And I don't know what you think that you're fucking reporting some sort of bullshit and doxing in my Patreon. Cork and all these people will come out and be like, dude, I've been in there for fucking years.
Well, I'm just saying, if like when you're in a Patreon, you agree not to share it to the public, A.
Exactly. Why do you think I grew Tara the fuck out? And she lied, and I caught her in a lie.
And B, if you're a legit business, another legit business shouldn't be sharing it. If they call themselves another business or an LLC or a, incorporated or whatever.
Oh, she's just a fucking blind bag.
So a life coach that owns a life coaching LLC business shouldn't be sharing personal information in her Patreon. That's what you're saying, Justin? I'm taking it. And then hence nobody would actually share it out of there because it wouldn't be vile, malicious, bad intent, right? I mean, if we use your logic, right?
She's just a blind bag, and I knew she was a blind bag a long time ago. She doesn't have a good reputation at all on YouTube, and that's why I've always stayed away from her. I've always got a very bad, ugly vibe from that girl, and let people see it on their own. I don't need to show them. I don't need to say fucking nothing.
Yeah.
I don't need to say nothing.
Patreon is our safe space, yes.
Go ahead and find out for yourself. Plus, the bitch bored the fuck out of me anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I don't have fucking cash, and they want me fucking, God damn it. They're making me pay a fucking toll. Let me just go to North Burgundy, dude. Just go to my fucking, where I'm from. Dude, straight shot, no fucking toll. Let's get on Route 3. Come on, 1 and 9. Come on. Route 29. Come on. Come on. Route 29. Oh, no, I'm not supposed to get on this. No, we'll get over 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ah, fuck my ass. Ah. Maybe I was supposed to go that way. God damn it. Shit. Oh, so they get a picture here?
We're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. We're getting done. We're almost done with today's. Oh, this is a lot. Ugh. Madness. That we keep going.
Let's do the fucking easy pass.
Yeah, you got to get a ticket for how many tolls we don't have neighbors. I drive a 2001 and just hit 94,000. Oh my God.
I can see the New York skyline. It looks beautiful. I have no desire to go into Manhattan at all. Manhattan is absolutely dead.
How far are you from your mom's house? Like from Hershey to your mom's?
2 hours, 20 minutes.
That's not bad at all.
I know, but when
Veronica, she actually said it. She says it. She brings it up in the clips of that. She actually talks about how you were, friends, and then Mallory, like she tells you the whole thing. It's just there's so many distractions at the same time. I don't think a lot of people realized what was up.
There's fucking traffic.
I mean, that's like going on the other side of the earth for you with your driving, though.
For me?
Yeah.
With me driving, yeah.
Honey, I am a real holler boy. You have no idea where I come from.
And I'm okay with you driving. I am okay with you driving. And I was okay with.
You were better with me driving than you were JLR.
Well, with Jonathan, we were on the mountains. That's what I don't like. I don't like mountains, and I don't like ice. I don't like all that shit. I don't like the nature.
Plus, we were in that little car. Oh my God.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the car that they gave to me. I said, Jonathan, look what I rented. And he told me, I said, okay, good man. I said, I got a what do you call it? Shit. Next time, I'm just gonna get a fucking Hummer or some shit. All right, where are we getting off? No, we're going straight. Oh my God, dude, this part of Jersey is so congested, and there's tolls everywhere. I can't believe I am fucking from here. I can't believe that I am this city and how fast everything is here. You go back to Hershey, and it's like another world. I'm sorry. Did I just piss you off? Sorry. All right. So we need to get off the fucking highway and just kind of. All right. What does this mean with the don't? Does that mean get off? I mean, get off, you big fat fuck. Yeah, I just pissed somebody off. All right. All right.
Welcome home. Welcome home, Maria.
Speeding fines double. Well, I'm not speeding. I don't like. The drive in is more anxiety riddled than the drive out, because the drive out, you get out of the traffic and then you just kind of, you know.
Yeah, just smile and wave, Marissa.
All right, what do you want to do? You want to get off at 600 feet?
And listen, I'm going to order Marissa a locomotive horn that you can attach to you can have it installed into your car, and it's literally a locomotive, like a train horn, and it's like, walk, walk. Oh my God.
You're gonna do what to me?
I'm going to get you like a train horn. You know,
get out of here. I think so.
Like
I know what you're talking about. You want me to beep it, people?
Yeah, it'll
Why? Tell me?
No, it'll break their freaking glass in their car.
Because she can't drive, it would be cute to break other people's glass. No, maybe she should take driver's lessons or just take an Uber.
Oh, because I need that. I need that.
Yeah.
I need that in my life.
Or I can just get a recording and be like, you can be like, you just push the button and it'll be like, blow it out, Jack. That's your mother, chucker.
I don't do that. I don't do road rage. I don't do that. All right, we're in Secaucus. Next two exits, Secaucus. I'm in Secaucus. Oh shit. So I'm in my
That sounds like an infection. Secaucus?
Yeah, right. Secaucus. Yeah. It's my mom wanted her dream house in Secaucus. I was like, what, Mom?
Is that like is that like, you know, back in the day, it was like, you know, Marcy, get over here. I can see your caucus from over here. I can see your caucus. Get over here. Let me picture. You can see your caucus from over here.
Cash, I don't think I can see that information. If I can, I've never seen it. I don't know who anybody is on pay or on memberships at all. You can't see. I don't even know who I have never looked in any of that. I don't even pay attention to it as far as who's in there or not. So, but I don't think you can see. I don't know if you can or not. That's genuine. Like, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can see like personal information. I think you can just see their YouTube name and that's it.
Secaucus look like out of Central Hudson counties. You have Jersey City, you have Hoboken, you have North Bergen, West New York, Union City. That's, you know, Secaucus. Secaucus was more like the suburb and the big mall and shit like that. And it just seemed like the more desirable place to live. But really, it's real. The most expensive is Hoboken.
Yeah. Marge, get over here. I can see your caucus.
I can see your caucus.
Marjorie. Marge, darling.
Marjorie, the fuck?
Yeah, I know where Hoboken is. What else is it? Oh my God, I can't imagine the tax there.
In New York? What is it like? I fucking know that you're stupid enough to pay that much in tax. I mean, Laguna Beach is awesome. I almost girl, and we would get there and we would friggin' play spin the bottle where all the really good fucking looking basketball players, no, the football players, Steve, fucking all of them. I mean, we like play spin the bottle. We had the best fucking time. And it was like the best time to like ever be able to make out with every freaking hot jock in school. But then guess what? We all got older and they all look like shit. They're all bald and fat now. And then I got to see them one time I was here for a funeral. I walked in, they didn't fucking recognize me for Joey Smith's funeral. I walked in, I had the thing, and they were like, "What's this lady?" I'm like, "What are you guys doing?" Oh, thanks. Oh, no, I think I'm going that way. Oh, she's telling me to go that way. I gotta go that way. The girl was trying to make me go in front of her, but I don't need to go in front of her. I need to go straight. Oh, wait, or do I have to go straight? Oh, yeah, I have to go straight. See, the thing is my mom wants Olive Garden, and I can't get Olive Garden on fucking, what's that, DoorDash? Or the Uber Eats. Really? No, in our area. So I figured I'll just run in there and get her some of that box of visual. Oh, fuck the Olive Garden, man. I can make better shit than this. All right, guys. Well, thank you for, oh my God, why do these people park like fucking assholes? Holy shit. My God, I'm starting to sound like fucking, what's her name? What is her name? Mallory. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
What the, oh, look at that Range Rover. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, Adrian, I'm going to get that one. Oh, shit.
A Wookiee, right?
Oh, yay, it's done. Did you notice how she said at the end, though? She said, hey, Adrian, I'm going to get that one. Was Adrian with her or not? Like, I don't know. It seemed a little odd. Anyways, that's the end of that because I can't take any more of her voice tonight. And the next clip coming up in that same video, as you see, she's at her mom's house. And then she brings on Spanky and House of Williams. So that's where we'll start off on part 8. And we're going to pick up the pace a little bit, but there's a lot that people missed throughout November and December. There was a lot of moving pieces, a lot of things happening. And that's what they do time and time again. They start layering in all these distractions and people miss the point of what they're doing. Like they stop asking about, where's the money? Where's the money, Molly? Where's the receipts? That's Veronica, and that was very telltale in the beginning of this, and those clips I was listening to it, and I was like, this is interesting, very interesting. Like there's just so many things that looking back on it, I'm like, wow, I didn't even catch some of that. Hey, Devious, I'm glad he's doing better. Sending you hugs. That's got to be so hard. So hard. I was going to ask you about him earlier today, but I didn't want to bring it up and like open up a whole, I'm sure at times you just want to be left alone and just. Oh, Devious. There's a lot that got right by me too. Looking back on this stuff, I'm like, what the hell? How did I miss that? Like it's been right here. Yeah, me too, Cash. Absolutely. No, and you know what? I'm going to look. Now that you said that, though, I do want to look. I knew you were joking, but now that you brought that up, I don't think on the membership side, I've never even looked on the membership side, like what you can and can't see on that side. I would like to know now, because if I do know, like if I can see that information, I want to tell you guys. So you guys know, like, this is what I can see on my side. So you guys are aware, because I don't ever want to, like, I don't ever want somebody's private information to get out and then be like, ooh, that's the hard thing too. Like we talked about doing like a graphic t-shirt thing because Kyle always has some silly saying that he always says, and they would make good shirts, let me tell you. But look who had to come in, but I wouldn't pick him up. So he had to go to sis. You want mama? Of course you do. He's like, Mom, I just need help, please. You've been live with Mackenzie. You were live earlier. I'm sick of tired of you people today. A penis tent shirt? Yeah, exactly, Kara. Exactly. Yep, we hate the behavior, not her. They're saying hi, Kens. Hello. Yeah, it's gotten bad though. Oh, really, Kara? Yeah, no, it's me. They call me Mrs. Doubtfire. No. Go ask Alice. I think a lot of things actually aren't calculated to begin with. I don't think a lot of things, because I don't think she can manage that. I think she has an intent of distracting at all costs, and she goes in with that. Yeah, they can see you. Oh, there's Kiki. But I think a lot of things fall into kind of that. I think it's who she surrounds herself with. There's pieces of it that always shift, but it's the people she surrounds herself with on top of her own calculated behavior. She is calculated in certain ways, but she's not very good at lying, obviously. I mean, she thinks she is, but she's not. She's a compulsive liar though, so she doesn't even know. Are you almost done? Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm just answering this.
Which
Happy. Yeah, it crazy. They're saying, hey, Kiki and Kenzie. Hello. Kenzie doesn't exist, y'all. I don't know what you're talking about. She's a figment of everybody's imagination. Yeah, Cash, I really think, well, she's bringing herself down. You know, at the end of the day, they're bringing themselves down. Their behavior is what's bringing them down. People are catching up to them. It's none of us. Sorry, I'm reading my comments down here tonight. Oh, go ask Alice. I've never even done it. I'm just wearing the shirt. I don't even know where I got the shirt. It's just a comfortable shirt. I've never done CrossFit in my life. I don't. This girl is not. Oh, Kiki's back. Oh, Marcy, he's getting ready to. He's playing with my hair instead. He's pissed because he wants me to hold him. See, he's like, Mom.
Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby.
He is so spoiled, y'all. It's not even funny. He's so bad. Oh, yeah, I don't think I would survive. Becca, Kenzie's my daughter. My adult daughter.
Oh, the baby.
Oh, you're purring. Do you hear him? No.
He's purring loud.
Are you purring? Are you purring for your friends? Are you going to show them your butthole before we leave? Look at the one behind me. Every time I point at him, he lays down. I know. They're like, oh, he is purring. He actually is purring. He just wants held. All right, y'all. I'm out for the night. I don't know. Oh, Becca, I gotcha. Some people don't know, so I'm like, I just genuinely answer. The Invisible Daughter. I know. They're paid actors. He's a paid actor. Actually, he's wearing my freaking shirt. Spirit Fingers. She's a paid actress, too. They just don't get paid. They're just actors and actresses, whatever. Kiki's a paid actor, too. They said, hey, Kyle. Now, Kenzie followed Kyle out. All right, y'all. I'm going to hang out with my family because Kyle just got home from work and I'm off for the evening. So we will start on part 8 Monday. If you guys see me live over the weekend, it won't be about this stuff because I need a break. Everybody needs a break. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. If I don't see you till Monday, do something fun for yourself. Be kind to yourselves and others. Well, I mean, if they deserve it. If they're assholes, be an asshole back. That's what I got to say about that. Okay. Good night, everybody. Good night, Anne. Country Girl, he's exhausted. I don't know if you guys saw him when he came in from work, but he just he looks exhausted. He'll probably, Kiki's definitely fake. Yeah. He'll probably work tomorrow too. He busts his ass and that is such physical, intense labor. Like his shoulders, I put KT tape on his shoulder today because his shoulders just get to where they're all gummed up. Yes, Veronica, they are not crisis actors. That is for sure. Bye, Jezebel. Smiles. He is so fake. He's so fake right now. He's trying to eat my cord because he's pissed off at me because he wants me to hold him. They get paid in dinners and lunch. That is right, Starry Night. You got that right. All right. Kyle is hungry. I gotta go. All right. Love y'all. Bye. Kiki, stop it.